Hello there, welcome back to the Rollers Guild. This is the final arc in our mini-series, the Tempest Cradle. So if you haven't watched the others so far, go back, check those out, and then hop right back here, because we are glad to have you. This is going to be, as I said, the last one, so this is your very last chance to, I'm trying to make this special, like, subscribe, ring the bell, so that you know when exactly we are going to be coming back with Season 2 of the Rollers Guild with our main story. We are giving Ben a break, but he is working diligently very hard right now, I'm sure.
Yep. When you're watching this, Season 2's premiere is probably a month or less away. I'm not going to make any promises on that, but based on when this is going out, I think we're looking at about a month from when Season 2 will come out. So
start your countdowns now.
I know.
Start the countdown.
Crazy.
But I think those are our big announcements. Pausing for any other announcements. Well, great. Let's wrap up this story then. Last time. There we go. I thought we'd have to like retake that or something. This group of adventurers became the only hope left for a tiny little mountain community after a very vicious attack by strange creatures coming from a distant mountain across the lake known as Tempest Cradle. You, the party, your ward, the Count Gareth Tull, was abducted by these creatures, and the party is now in hot pursuit. You ventured into the wilds, heeding warnings of dark curses that come from the mountain. Your journey so far has been filled with treacherous roads, godly goats, beautiful woodlands, and mysterious apparitions. Hopefully things calm down a little for you, as deep in the woods you found the ancient statue guarding the entrance to a shadowy temple that you have been told is the way up to Tempest Cradle's summit. And that is where we are going to just jump, or should I say dive, back in. There you go. To our story. So, one by one, you all gathered at the top of the stairs before descending these well-worn steps into this darkness. I do need a marching order from everyone, if you don't mind. So who is going to be leading our group? Who's going in first?
Definitely
I was
not
last.
me.
Yes, I know Macintosh is going to be last for us. Probably Phineas with him.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this in reverse order. So
I'll be right in front of them. I'll be right in front of Macintosh.
Okay.
I feel like Ham is normally the one that charges in first.
Sure, that
I
tracks.
will be with him.
All right. Pam, Kyella, and we got Trix and Tamara in the middle?
Yeah.
All right. Great. So, Ham, you leading the way with Kyella right behind, walking into this dark... Do you have dark vision, by the way?
I do.
Oh, good. This isn't absolute trash for you. As you're walking, you do see that this path, while the steps are descending, after a while, you suddenly feel as though you are walking up. And you do notice that you are going upstairs as opposed to down. And you all noticed this, but you weren't quite sure when this effect took place. This path, it's pretty narrow. About 2 people can go side by side. It is dark the entire way and is chiseled out from stone. It winds back and forth until it finally opens up into a larger cavern, where you do see there is a light. On a far table is a lantern lit, sitting on top with a couple chairs clustered around. There aren't any other things really in the room, per se. It's a larger space, maybe 40 or so feet. And in the center is this table. And near it also a bedroll. An old fire that's gone out. But the lantern is lit.
I want to check for tracks to see if anyone has been... any fresh tracks there, anything nearby.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
I'll help him.
With advantage.
While Ham is doing that, I'd like to take, it's going to take 10 minutes, but I'd like to take 10 minutes to ritual cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything weird going on with this table situation.
Okay. You sit down, pull out your book, begin muttering, and begin 10 minutes.
My survival was an 18.
18. You're looking around, being very careful, which is a little strange for you, if you don't mind me saying so. But you do see that there are tracks. Several different tracks. There are... And Kyella kind of helps you piece this together as to what it is you are identifying. But the 2 of you together see that there are places where it looks like heels have been dragged, have been scooted across the ground. There are several different sets of footprints, some in large boots, some not, some much smaller. There is a plate with like a half-eaten dinner. Kind of, it looks like it was kind of thrown off the table at one point. You see it kind of scattered, like half a chicken breast or something.
With an 18, can I tell how fresh the tracks are?
The freshness of the tracks is interesting because you do see some that are relatively fresh, maybe certainly within the last day, certainly within the last several hours. But you also see some places where fresh tracks have pressed over top of much older tracks. That, as you guys are looking around, seem to be, this is a regular location for whatever is making these tracks.
All right. I'm going to point out the drag marks to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. They are heading in a direction where you see, and you didn't notice at first, but with Kyella's help, you notice that there is a wall. Everything is still this like chiseled stone of this room. And there's an area where the wall, it looks like, isn't completely flush, but instead there is a bit of an overlap. And in this direction, you see that there is a passage that continues down.
I think we should continue.
Just
let's make sure Phineas can do his thing, and then we can probably move forward.
Yeah.
These are probably about a day old, so whoever's they were, if they were harmed, they're probably dead by now.
While Phineas is finishing his spell, can I go down the path and just kind of scout ahead a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you begin heading down, taking a look. Go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Is it complete darkness?
It is pretty dark. You do see it is for maybe 25, 30 feet. You're pressing into, it's very dark.
So without dark vision, can I see?
Without dark vision, you're struggling. I'm going to do this perception check at disadvantage.
With disadvantage, it's still a 19.
19. You know what to feel for. You reach out and trace the wall a little bit in front of you so that you can feel if it suddenly gives way. You're kind of opening up your awareness, some of your early monk training, treading very carefully before putting all of the weight on your feet. So you are, in essence, traveling at a stealthy pace. After about 50 or so feet, continuing down this tunnel, you do see that there is another light that starts to flicker around a corner.
Nice.
Looks like firelight.
Can I peer around the corner?
Yeah. You look around. There is a set of stairs that lead down into a chamber. You can't see very far in. It's not a super long staircase, maybe 15 or so feet total. But there's another room within that is lit by a flickering of torchlight.
Does it seem like there's anybody in there?
You can't tell from up here. If you want to try and look closer.
Sure.
You begin to walk
I'm being
forward.
Very stealthy.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
14. I'm trying to be very stealthy.
14. Very carefully looking. You are also low to the ground, which helps, because with this angle, you're trying to see into the room. You take a first step forward on the stair. You see that there is a back wall. It looks as though there's a clutter of something. It's a little hard to see. Take another step. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, as the stairs that you are standing on become a slide.
21.
21. Very quickly, you are able to kind of backpedal. It's a bit cartoony at a moment. You're glad no one else is around because your feet just kind of backwards and you're not moving, but you do reach out, find hold on a jagged part of the wall and push yourself back up. You are at the top of the stairs. But they're not stairs, it is now a slide.
Does that seem to have gotten anyone's attention?
That's such a good question. Doesn't seem like it.
I'm gonna go back to friends.
You head back at about this time, Phineas. Detect magic finishes. This pulse of awareness goes out around you. Nothing in the room. The regular items on your companions that you're aware of are glowing. You know them. You aren't unaware. There is another portion of the wall, however, that is very strong illusion magic. Of close to the entrance that you guys came in by.
Okay, I'm going to turn in the direction of the illusory wall, and I'll say nothing odd about the tables the table or chairs or anything. And if you want to eat that leftover chicken breast, it's all yours.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I haven't detected for poison.
No, he hasn't. Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's a 22.
22. There is something off about this chicken, and you decide to stop eating it.
So sad.
You're a little betrayed.
Sorry, it's not magically bad. I'm sorry that it maybe was just bad. Anyway, I am going to make my way over towards the illusory wall, or I assume it's an illusory wall. And I'm just going to, when I'm about, let's say, 15 feet away from it, I will cast Mage Hand and just try to touch the wall with the Mage Hand.
Unlike with the dolls that you've been dealing with, where things disappear and it's incredibly frustrating using Mage Hand, this does pass through. You see that there is an illusion. Trying to think of how Mage Hand works. You are aware on the other side, after like a foot or so, it runs up against something.
I'm going to then approach the wall that my Mage Hand disappeared behind, and I will just hesitantly poke my head through to see what I see.
Very carefully. Just your nose, your face. See, it's very dark because you are kind of standing in the way of the only light source in the room. But there is a heavy door in front of you.
I'll pull my head back. All right, there's a door on the other side of this illusory wall.
I can cast Find Traps.
Be good.
I suppose, yes. I guess it would behoove us to find out if the door is locked as well.
Well, I can't help with that. I'm not going to touch it if it's a trap.
Well, see if it's trapped first.
Okay. I do that.
You cast Find Traps?
Yep.
You find no traps.
Oh, shit. That was my last second level spell slot. God damn it.
Cam is going to go over and just try to open the door.
It opens.
It's not locked.
It swings open. Ham, you find yourself seeing another room, much smaller. Immediately, torchlight. A wave of... It's not that the room you were in before was cold, but there is a wave of warmth that goes over you. As you see, there is a crackling fire, squishy armchairs, another table, a very small like bed off in the corner, and leaning against this like stone mantle is a figure who's casually leaned against the wall and is looking at you. Just gives you a big grin, kind of crooked. He has very scarred, severely scarred skin. He has kind of a scruffy, shortcut mohawk that certainly has lost some of his hair from just more scars that are all over his person. He is wearing heavy plate armor that is emblazoned with some sort of symbol on the front, and he is kind of leaning against a great axe, not dissimilar to, let me double check that, a very large hammer. I had to double check. Kind of like a maul that rests beside him. And he says, "Aye, so you found me.
Ah, comrade. Hey guys, there's a guy in here.
I assume I'm like hiding behind Ham, and I'll like.
Yeah, you see this as long as you poked your head through the illusion. Yeah. You see him as well.
I'll like poke my head around Ham's arm, and I'll say, "Are you the resident of this fine home?"
Resident. Well, I've been here for some time. It's not my home, but
right.
Sure.
And
President.
What's your name?
That's an odd question to be asking someone you just met.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You came into
My name is Phineas. What is your name? Are we good now?
Fantastic. Volstock. Volstock Stormfury. Pleasure to meet you, Phineas.
I'm Ham. Nice to meet you.
Ham?
Yep.
Like the... Oh, all right, then.
So, Mr. Stormfury, I'm just a little confused here. So, we showed up to an abandoned temple.
Oh, it's not abandoned.
Well, yeah, he's here, so...
Yes, I know it's not abandoned anymore. We start going down some stairs, then we're suddenly going up some stairs with no memory of how we started going up, which is odd enough in and of itself. And then we arrive in, I assume, your dining room. And it looks like there's been a scuffle in there. Maybe not your dining room, but the dining room, a dining room. I don't know.
A place where food is eaten.
A place where food is eaten. And then we find you've got a little setup behind an illusory wall. Also, hey, people are getting kidnapped and dragged to the mountain, and our lead says that this is the way to go, and also what the hell are screamers? Anyway.
It's a lot.
Mr. Phineas, do you like to hear yourself talk?
Yes. I want to be a comedian, and I've come to understand that comedians have to enjoy hearing themselves talk.
He's really good.
Tell him a joke.
Yeah.
Max,
are there more of you back there?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to hear a joke, or should we keep going on?
No, I don't want to hear your joke.
Well,
he wants to hear a joke.
That's a little unfortunate.
How many of there are you, actually?
At least 2.
6.
All right.
Could be.
My name's Mac.
Mac. He kind of like, excuse me, like pushes past you guys to like see what is going on. It's a little rough because, you know, he's in big heavy plate. It's not like a polite, you know, Midwest, oh, let me scooch past you. It's a like, excuse me, clang.
It's not a, oh.
And you all see that as Volstock Stormfury
yet, by the way,
kind of moves out.
Oh.
Tammy's back. He looks around. 6, 7, 1, 2, and he has to counts. This might be able to do it. You mentioned the screamers, of course. So you're aware of what goes on here.
Well,
unfortunately, yes.
Only partially. We know this is where we were directed.
Someone we're taking care of was taken by them, and we need to get them back, or we don't get paid.
Oh.
Also, probably more importantly, there's a whole town down there getting threatened by these things. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that I'm aware of. I'm trying to bring an end to that myself, but
are you? Can I make an insight check on it?
Yes. Make an insight check.
Did you ask us if you can make it?
Can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Do I have another one of these bad boys to add a d6? I do, so I'm going to do that. Oh, great. Awesome. That's going to be a
Is that one of your
20.
past life things?
Yeah.
So you were a, what was it? You were a window maker.
A lead, what was it?
Actually making
the shutters. The latches?
Being good at insight checks in a past life actually makes sense given that I come from a family of fortune tellers.
Yeah, that tracks.
All
right, we'll let it slide.
20 total.
20 total. Okay, let me get to that in a second. Tricks to detect thoughts?
Yes, and I also rolled for wild magic and got an 82.
Thank you.
Which just tells me I can take another action, which...
I read 83 first. Yep. So, you are very aware and ready to go. So you do cast Detect Thoughts, and you are able to get the initial, surface level of thoughts that are going on. And you do get from Volstock several, I'm not going to do, dialogue per se. But the thoughts that are going through his head is an excitement that this group might be enough now to actually do something against her. Still suspicious. He wonders if anyone ate the chicken. And so in this moment, it's concentration, right? The spell?
Checking. Yes, concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay, in the first couple of seconds, it's suspicion, but a bit of an excitement. There might be enough to do something about her. Phineas, Insight 20. I've lost what it was you were inciting.
I want to see if he's actually wants to fight the screamers.
Protecting it was fighting the screamers and protecting the town.
Yeah.
You see truth. And you also pick up on a general excitement at your being here.
So, Mr. Stormfury, if I may ask, what brought you here? How long have you been here? What do you know about our shared adversaries?
Well,
etc.
I have been here for some time, but are you looking after the curly-haired boy?
Princeling?
I don't know his name. Sure, Princeling.
Did he look very fancy?
He did. He did look very fancy.
Yeah, that's probably our guy.
All right. Ooh, you don't have much time left, probably. The screamers brought him through. Ooh. He just kind of sits against the table, says, so you don't know what's at the top of the mountain, do you?
Assume we don't know anything, Mr. Stormfury, and we want to know what the hell is going on here before we charge into danger.
All right.
I'm a bit of a seer. Useful. I like to know what to expect.
That's nice. I'm a bit of a doer myself. Okay.
That's not... Never mind.
Tempest Cradle is a place that is very sacred. There are several different gods that have called this place their own, and they fight over it. As such, that also brings around other folk that want a bit of that power. One of the ways to get that power is the Cradle Stone. It's a little stone up on the top, on the peak, and the Cradle Stone is the one that controls... Well, now it controls the Screamers. Whoever holds it. And currently that is in the possession of Salathan. So you're not going to be getting that anytime soon without killing her. So, that's the one that took your friend and is probably going to be sacrificing him within a couple more minutes here. Unless she's, held up for some reason.
Do I recognize the goddess name at all?
He says Salathon, you don't. And none of you, that's not a name that you recognize, perchance. In particular. That's what I was trying to say there. So, does that clear things up?
Let's walk and talk. I have more questions.
Okay. Yeah, where are you wanting to walk to?
We're
like to the top. Where?
Oh, you're going to the top.
Yes.
Because you're wanting to save your friend. Okay.
Well, friend is
quick.
our client.
Yeah, that's a better word.
All right. I will warn you that other people have tried to stop her, and they've all died.
Great.
Were
And
there
I've
6
kind
of
of
them?
been
Nice.
No.
I
this
will.
This is a new number.
I will be honest with you, Mr. Stormfury. The number of times we have heard others have died doing this, and then we did it anyway, is truly astounding.
At least 6.
I think it's a few more than 6, man.
But at least 6.
Well, there was a couple times that some people were like, well, that's not really possible. Then we're like, fine. But no one said anyone died, really. But.
All right.
At any rate, let's walk and talk, but full stop.
Sure. We do have one bit of a deal to make.
Sure.
You see, I've been looking for a way to get up to the lady herself, because, well, I don't like her very much, and I'd like to see her dead. So I'd be willing to help you out, get your friend, rescue him, do whatever else you need, as long as we can get rid of her and her abomination, desecrating this great place, and we're good to go. But there is going to be a bit of a test. You see, I know what's coming, because I've been all through this before. I've been to the top with other people, and there are certain things in the way to you getting to the top, and I'm not going to help you with it, but I'll come with.
All right. See, now I'm suspicious again.
Things like what?
Well, I can't tell you what it's going to be.
Also, why are you here?
Why do you survive and they
Yeah, why are you still alive if the others you came with are...
Also, why are you not telling us that thing that will help you reach your goal overall?
Also, what the fuck are the screamers? Is anybody else curious about the fucking screamers, or is it just me?
No, not really.
It just doesn't seem like a priority right now.
Yeah.
The Cradle Stone controls the screamers. I'm guessing they didn't show up till Salathan took the Cradle Stone. I want to know what these fucking things are.
Why does it matter if we're going to get rid of them by killing her?
Because it might be important to defeating them and defeating her.
What does the Cradle Stone look like? Like, what color is it?
Look like it's kind of blue.
Okay, so we don't know what it is.
Okay. A small ball, maybe maybe a grapefruit or something.
Okay.
We're looking for a grapefruit. Got it.
You could just point us in the general direction.
Oh yes, it's this way.
Okay.
I'll come with you.
Right.
It's just that.
All right.
Bye.
All right. The
Bye,
explanation.
thank you so much.
Hold on, he's going to
All right.
explain. He's going to explain. Let him explain. What are you explaining? Snappy.
Snappy like. I am here because I serve the almighty Talos, and he is one of the ones that likes this place. Being the god of storms and all. Tempest. Cradle being the name of there's a tie-in there. It was his first. I haven't been able to get rid of Salathan, and I can't go back until the job's done. So I haven't been killed yet. And it's not that I'm running away, you see. It's, if I may say, I'm pretty fucking good. But I know when a job is done, and those jobs Well, they were done. They got cooked.
Do you want the cradle stone to take back with you?
Oh, the cradle
Because
stone needs to stay right
unfortunately,
here.
we've already promised it to someone else.
Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? See, the cradle stone can't go somewhere. It needs to stay here.
I mean, I think the goat god knows how to get up here, probably.
There's a goat god now.
You can just tell the goat god that it's up here.
That's a really scary.
He's big.
Yeah, he's fine. He's kind of puny, actually.
He's bigger than a house, like a large house, like a 2 or 3 story house.
Like a duplex, maybe, but.
All right. This is all a lot of interesting information. And frankly, I'm a little bit confused. So, best of luck. You go that way. Look out. There are things designed to test you. And if any of you live, you're welcome to share the room.
So you're not coming with us?
Well, I don't particularly seem very welcome. It's okay, no hard feelings.
You can tag along.
You can tag along. We're just very confused about your whole deal.
That's true. Your friend could be getting, well, a lot of things happening to him right now.
Nobles get killed every day. It's fine.
Get paid.
Yeah, that's more my concern.
It's our job to protect him, and we're doing a pretty bad job. And we also kind of had a big oversight that night because none of us thought about him, and we forgot about it.
We did think about him and checked on him several times.
Yes.
Yeah, after he had gotten taken. We did.
No, we checked on him several times before he got taken.
I warned the guards.
Anyways,
don't besmirch mine and Tamora's good names.
We should.
Volsok reaches out and like catches you, Phineas. And he says, you don't want to be walking anymore. These stairs, as you have been walking forward this whole time, these stairs are... Oh, well, they've already gone off. All right.
Wait.
Did
I... Does this go to the passageway over in that room?
What? Sorry, what?
So I mean, when I came back, I had lots to tell you guys, but you guys were all you were staring at a wall. So I didn't get to tell you anything. But I went down, you know how I went down that passage?
The one you all, as you were walking forward, went down the passage that you went. This is the same passage and the same staircase.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I've been down this passage. It leads us back to the
here.
room that we were just in. So like, are we going in a circle, or did I miss a turnoff, or like?
No, I think this is just a similar room.
No, I set off those stairs.
No,
I know. You all were in the main
this,
room. You all were in the main room with Volstock, dealing with his shenanigans. Okay. Tammy came back, saw him. You all said, let's walk and talk, and all went and were led by Volstock in the correct direction down the same path that Tammy took.
That is leading us back to the dining area?
Same. You are in dining area it's not that big of a room to get to where Volstock was.
Kelly.
His little hidden
Kelly, that was just me speculating in the chat that it was actually the same room.
No, I know.
I don't think it is.
We are now in the room that you found when you scouted ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You are at the top of the stairs that are now a slide.
Got it.
Owlbear.
No. Before we go, can you give us tips on the test?
No, he's coming with us now.
Oh, I thought he said that he didn't want to because he didn't.
Frankly, I'm a little bit confused if I'm coming or going.
You know what?
Staying.
We are.
Right.
Aren't you serving your god?
I am, but
and they're not gonna really give you credit if you don't try.
No, I need to know that you guys aren't absolute shite first to be quite honest.
We made it this far. I mean,
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh, while
That
we're
was a
going
little
down
rude.
this slide into the next room,
You heading down the slide?
I'm gonna go down the slide.
Everyone's going down the slide.
Yep. I guess so.
I
Alright.
want to ask him if he knows what the dolls outside were about.
He does not go down the slide. He
Oh,
stays
good.
at the top.
Is this one of those tests?
Is there
He
another
just
way?
kind of leans against the mall and goes, "Aye, good luck."
I'm gonna look around the room.
I don't know why he's not taking his test.
So you're in this room. You saw that there was a bit of rubble or debris, Tammy, on the other side, the far wall. Now that you are in the room, you can see it's a small room, maybe about 30-foot circle, with another hallway that continues on the far end, flanked on both sides by these piles of rubble that, as you look, are not rubble, but they are piles of discarded bones of various types of creatures. About 5 feet tall on both sides, just pile of bones. And as you guys enter, you see that the one on the left begins to shift slightly. And you see a pair of eyes kind of glisten in the torchlight as a head kind of emerges. It looks like a man's head, but very, very hairy.
Bone?
You see that there are 2 paws that stick out of the bones as well. And a creature begins to stand up as the bones fall, no longer covering it. And you all have seen a manticore before. And it looks at you with a very hungry look. It says, "Ah, at last, thank you, master. I will prove myself worthy. I shall feast and be reunited with you again." Need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, it's a normal manticore that emerged from the bones, not a manticore made out of bones.
Looks like it.
Okay.
It's just a manticore.
That I wanted to verify because at
Yes.
first I thought I had a different plan.
Okay, 25 to 20. Now,
24.
all right. 20 to 15. Tammy Mac.
19.
19.
1919. We're just gonna go in that order. Tammy Mac. What are we? 15 to 10. Phineas. Great.
Wow.
10 to 5.
9.
6.
9 and 6. Trix took a hard fall or something. All right, so it is a very small room. Again, there is a hallway on the other side, pile of bones, 1 manticore looking hungry at you. Ham, it is your go.
Can I see the entry point where the slide led to? Like the
Yes. Yeah, you're
okay.
very close to it.
Is it safe to assume that I forget his name already that we just met?
Volstock?
Volstock is still there.
Yeah, he's still there. You can look back quickly. He's still hanging out.
Great.
He's still watching.
I want to throw my boomerang and try to trip him down the slide.
Incredible. Yeah, roll attack.
So nat 20.
Incredible. Man. I'm gonna say it doesn't do any damage because You're not doing like, you don't have the trip attack feature. I'm gonna make him do a dex save, I guess, against your. Ooh, what is your?
So to hit would be a 28, including total.
Yeah, it is. He's just gonna do a dex save. He's in plate. Taking that into account. Taking that in. Okay. That landed on top of others. And that is one under. That is a 13. Yeah, 13, and I said he needed a 14. He trips. And oof, what do you and clang, 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 and just this pile of very heavy armor comes rocketing down and oof, kind of runs into you, Ham, and looks up. He's very confused and a little put out.
Welcome to the party.
Thanks for coming to help.
Oh, that hurt. Anything else, Ham?
I'm going to roll to see if I catch my boomerang.
Yeah.
Did we ever decide if I'm good at catching boomerangs or not? Or
that is up to you.
Okay. I'm gonna say even or odds, and I rolled a 12. So evens I catch it, odds I don't. So yeah. I got a 12, so I caught it.
Great. Yeah, it's designed to come back to you. That's fine.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to hold it, and I'm gonna now chuck it at the manticore.
Yeah.
As my second.
Throw it at a little manticore. Go for it. Roll to hit him.
It's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, certainly hits.
Awesome. Sorry, I got just way too much dice. First roll.
It's a good problem to have.
I know. All right, it takes 6 damage from the boomerang.
6, nice.
And I rolled a 19 to catch the boomerang, and I miss it.
Oh, you hear it ping, against Falstock behind you. Anything else, Ham?
As a bonus action, I'm just going to go big.
Big Ham. This is not a very high ceiling. Your head, you kind of have to duck a little bit. All right, that brings us to Tammy.
Okay, I am going to bonus action invoke my Crimson Right on my short sword of wounding, which makes the sword start to glow.
Ooh.
So that's like it's a bright light now. And I am going to run up to the manticore and attack it.
Go for it. Give him a stab.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Is it undead?
It is not.
That's fine.
Seems to be a regular old manticore.
It gets 8 points of, it gets 7 points of piercing damage and 1 point of lightning damage. And then I'm going to use my second attack because I got last time, and I get 2 attacks per action.
Nice.
So I'm going to go at it again, and this time it's a 21 to hit.
Yes.
I'm going to do the same thing. That is 11 points of piercing damage and 3 points of lightning damage.
Nice. Solid hits. You slash, cut into him. It is taking these hits. It is growling. It's getting very pissed off. Flickers in its eyes of maybe seeing how many of you there are and not liking it. It's more just a rage than anything else. You are up engaged with it. Mac, it's now your turn.
Quick question. Sorry. Yep. So I have a crystal longsword that's 1d8 plus 2 damage and slashing, but every time I use it, it's 1d8. It also deals 1d8 radiant damage.
Great.
But then also, I have a feature so that every time I use a weapon attack, it deals an additional 1d8 damage with Divine Strike, radiant damage. So does that mean 1d8 plus 2 slashing and then 2d8 radiant damage?
Yes, if you use that when you use that feature. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe.
Because it says once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8. So each turn I do that? Okay.
Yeah, so it's just an additional 1d8. Unless it specifies, it's just an additional 1d8 damage.
Okay. And then it just says when you hit with an attack roll using this sword, the target takes an additional 1d8 radiant damage.
Great.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so I'm going to try to hit it with the crystal longsword. See if that hits. 18?
Yep. Okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
D8. Sinks into it. As you guys are fighting it, you certainly realize that you have fought manticores before. You know how to deal with these things.
So that's 8 slashing. Okay, I just realized I rolled d6. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead and re-roll them.
Is this what happens when I don't lay my dice out ahead of time? Okay. So still 8 slashing. And then 7 radiant.
Nice. There is a flash as it as your longsword kind of cuts through the air and cuts into this manticore, and it blood splatters up, kind of gets on Tammy a lot. That is a severe hit, and it is not looking happy. Anything else, Mac?
No.
Hey, it's the angry manticore's turn.
At the start of its turn, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage.
That's right.
And it can make a Constitution saving throw DC 15 to end the effect, but it does take 4 points of necrotic damage.
-4. That is a 13. So it is still feeling that effect. And with that in particular, it is looking around and it sees the two of you up front with it. Both of you have dealt a significant amount of damage to him. And it is going to make 3 total attacks against you. Let's see where 2 against you, Tammy, and 1 against you, Mac. The first one is going to be the single bite against Mac, and then 2 claw attacks against names. I have to remember all your names. Let's do Mac first. The bite against Mac. It's not going to. Poor buddy. He's not doing well. That is a 10 to hit.
No.
Yep, you were able to knock it out of the way. 2 slashes at you, Tammy, with its claws. This is a 20 to hit, which I believe is successful. Yeah. And let's just see if the other one is as well. Hey, more. 23 to hit.
Yep.
Great. All right. So, tiny damage. More. In total, you take 14 points of slashing damage. So claws rake against you. But it is kind of, it doesn't leave your attack of opportunity or anything. It doesn't leave your range. It kind of backs up and kind of bumps against the bones a little bit and is looking for a place to reposition, but knows that it can't. It's got you all up in it. So that is going to end its turn. We get to Phineas.
I'm gonna skirt to the side, just move out of the out of the bottom of the slide, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go off to the side of the room, and I will cast Eldritch Blast. And
go for it.
That's not great. First one is a 14.
14. Because it backs up, it slams into it and connects. Just hits.
So the other one is going to be a miss then, because it's worse.
Got it.
By a decent amount. But the first
one of them lands.
It's 9 force damage.
9 points of hits into it. Into a wound that Tammy has already left, and it seems to sting. It is swaying on its feet. Anything else, Phineas?
I don't think I have any pertinent bonus actions. Nope, that's it.
All right, that brings us back around to Kyella.
Okay, I'm going to run up to it and attack with my quarterstaff.
Yep. Give him a smack.
Ooh, 24 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hit.
Can I? I meant to do my shillelagh.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
bonus
fine.
Beforehand.
Yeah. You shillelaghed.
Okay. So
as you're walking, your quarterstaff seems to grow. Extra like viney tendrils kind of wrap around it a little bit.
Yeah. So then that's additional damage or just the.
Oh, how does shillelagh work again? Go ahead and read it for me.
Yeah. The wood of a club or quarterstaff you're holding is imbued with nature's power. For the duration, you can use your spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls.
Great.
The weapon's damage die becomes a D8, and it's also magical damage.
Yeah. So it is now, yeah.
So
magical D8, and you use your wisdom modifier instead of strength.
And I rolled on D&D Beyond and got a 10. 10 damage.
Crack! You smack it right on the forehead, and it seems you see its eyes just cross, as it is seriously dazed by that hit. Swaying on its feet and kind of begins like vaguely lashing out, unable to hit any of you. Says, "No, Master, why?" Trix?
I'm going to. Trix is trying to save her spell slots, so she's gonna pull out her Wand of Fear. He's going to have to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
How does a 6 do?
So he's real scared of me right now.
Makes sense.
And he just has to try to get away from me. And for my
does it say immediately use its reaction, if possible?
I think so.
Oh, poor buddy.
Yes.
Its wings unfurl and begin to beat as Mac, Kyella, and Tammy all get opportunity attacks against him.
Perfect.
As he is overwhelmed. And
Great.
his eyes just locked on Trix.
And I'm just going to bonus action hide.
Yep. You hide, but the damage has been done as he is trying to get away. So all three of you can roll to attack if you would like.
Well, that makes me sad.
He's evil.
Okay.
You know that manticores are evil.
I was caught off guard. I got an 11.
11. You were not expecting him to take flight.
14?
14. You make contact.
Oh, okay.
No one wants to kill the Manticore.
8 more.
8 more. Zuzu, I'm going to save you.
Yay!
As Tammy, you miss a little bit because Kyella, in this moment of all of you confused, why would this thing do this? Kyella kind of launches off of you a little bit and brings up the quarterstaff and gives it another crack between the eyes as it just falls onto the ground, still motionless, very dead.
That was some nice parkour.
Yeah. It's very funny that a Manticore thought it could fight us.
Could someone help me out, please?
Oh.
I'm gonna leave that to you, Ham. He looks pretty heavy.
Okay, I got it.
I'm gonna turn
you're
around.
very large now.
Is there like... I'm gonna go look by the slide, I guess.
Yep, still a slide.
Is there any like lever on the wall to
There
turn
very
it back
much is.
upstairs?
There is a lever.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
It resets. You have stairs once again.
Is there another way out of this room?
Yeah,
There is. On the other side, there is a hallway that continues on.
Should we keep going?
We should keep going real quick. I just want to establish something with our new friend. Mr. Storm Fury, I understand you want to make sure we're up to the task, but if you don't participate in the actual battle at the end of this, we'll handle it without you. But then you are going to have 6 very angry people. 6 very powerful, angry people at you.
Give me an intimidation check and advantage.
Can Ham help?
Sure. I'll factor that into account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be standing
That's
there.
a 21.
Yeah, 21. What resistance he did have left as he looks around and all of you, like, you guys have been adventurers, you've been in the spotlight before, you instinctively know how to make yourselves look particularly badass. As you all slowly start, striking the pose, the like movie poster glimpse of all of you. Says, all right. My mistake. There have just been a lot of people coming through here, and I don't have a lot of chances left of getting away.
No, you know what I think what it is? I think you talk a big game, but you don't actually like to get your hands dirty. Anyway, let's keep going.
He gives you a particularly foul look, but does continue with you. You do reach this tunnel, continues on, slopes upward, a rather steep angle. And it's maybe like a 5, approaching 10-minute walk before you get to another open room. This one far larger than before. It looks as though the mountain itself is hollow. It is a vast open space. And about 20 feet or so in front of you, you see that there is a drop-off. Those of you with dark vision, see there is a drop-off into absolute darkness. And a tiny little spindly rope bridge that leads to the other side, maybe 80 or so feet to the other side.
This seems safe.
I'm gonna try to jump it and grab onto the side of the wall on the other side.
80 feet?
80 feet.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Ham, you don't got it.
No.
Ham.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ham.
Okay. Just, all right. Ooh.
Ham, there's a
No.
bridge here.
Let me just...
Ham,
Stop it.
there, just walk across the bridge.
No.
Let's have our smallest one go first.
Trix will go ahead and go first. Trix is
Ham,
probably
you're
the
not
smallest
jumping
one.
until after we've exhausted all other options.
Yeah. Trix is gonna start going across.
Great. Ham, are you jumping?
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Trix, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check as this bridge is swaying.
I kind of want to hold on to one of the ropes on our side just in case it
Great. Good call. You hold on just as an extra security blanket. 16. There are a couple moments where you note that there are some planks of this bridge that are very rotten. But you are able to avoid those. The ropes are getting quite frayed. Yeah.
As I go across, I'm gonna point out all the.
Yep. You stop and you make sure everyone knows. I'm going to assume that one of you conjures up a light source of some kind.
Yeah,
if your sword is still glowing, you guys know this. Right. You guys can see. Trix, you are able to reach the other side, where you see that there is another. There's a stone arch carved into the wall with a very small indent, maybe a foot before it is just a smooth face that looks like glass. There are runes carved all across this archway.
I'm gonna yell back to the group. It looks like there's a place where I can put my hand. Do you think I should do that before you go across?
Wait for us.
As soon as Trix is, Ham can see Trix is on the other side. He's going to take out his javelin and just start running. He's going to attempt to run and stick his javelin into the wall. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, and then just kind of climb up the side of the other side of the wall.
I just want to say this would be the stupidest way for your character to die, but would work so well for him.
I want you to succeed so well. Okay. 80-foot gap. I have a jump calculator pulled up. You are Big Ham right now. How tall are you?
I'm considered a large creature. So
I'm gonna say your Big Ham is double. Whatever.
Yes. So
height.
Ham is naturally 5'5", and when he's Big Ham, he's
11 feet.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 10.
You're
10,
about
10.
Yeah. I'm gonna. This DM's gonna be kind. I'm gonna call you 11 feet. What is your strength score?
As
Big Ham, if that matters.
My strength score just gets advantage.
Okay, that'll help.
Yeah, I just have advantage. And wait, no, yeah. And then it's 17 base with a +3 modifier.
17. Oh my god. Okay. 80 feet is the distance.
Yeah, he knows.
You dash forward. All of you turn and look. Almost all of you holding out a hand going, Ham! Boom, stabs his javelin into the ground, gives himself the extra boost that I'm going to say, if you succeed, gives you an extra 5 feet. Roll an athletics check at advantage for me.
Yeah.
Because I want you to succeed so badly, I don't see a way.
Okay. With advantage, it is 26.
26. Whew. So Ham's with a running start, which is what I'm considering this to be. You have 17 feet of horizontal jump distance, plus a 5 to get you to 20. I'm going to say you get to 25 feet. It is majestic. The confidence that you have launching yourself into the air as Big Ham, getting over a quarter of the way.
Wait.
before you begin to fall.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Now, I don't have Feather Fall.
Uh-huh.
But I do have the slow spell. Could I cast slow to slow his descent? Or is this too bonkers a use for the spell?
So can I just say what I'm hoping?
I don't think that's how. Yeah.
What I'm
sure.
hoping to happen is I have a downward trajectory to hit the side of the wall before I hit the ground.
You're gonna make me do math. Okay.
You're still gonna take
How
a
tall is
shitload
the
of
chasm?
damage.
Let's do the Pythagorean theorem.
So
B squared plus B squared.
all right, in all transparency, I was envisioning this to be a 250-foot drop.
Okay, cool.
Meaning, after, I believe, fall damage, after the first 10 feet that you fall, for every 5, it is an extra d6. Or for every 10 feet of damage is an extra d6.
So can I just add something real quick? So my movement speed is 50 feet, and that's within battle time, correct? So if I'm jumping off a ledge at 50 feet, essentially every three seconds or something like that.
6 seconds.
6 seconds. And I'm going across 80 feet. I'm not very aerodynamic. I think I could make it across if I have something sticking to the other side. Which I have my trusty battle axe. I could just latch onto.
Huh?
60 foot. I am going to. This is ridiculous, and I don't want to kill you. Luckily,
This is only a 1.
on Volstock's character sheet, we have Gust of Wind. We're gonna say that this boy sees just how not good this is going to be and summons a Gust of Wind to help you.
Okay.
I need another athletics check for you to grip the far side of this wall after taking a little bit of damage.
Okay. Oh, baby, that is a 25.
25, you are able some fucking hell to grip the side, maybe using this battle axe. You've lost the javelin, by the way.
It's on the other side.
Yeah, it's over there with your friends. You take... I'm gonna do... 6, 12, 21 points of bludgeoning damage as you against the side, falling a pretty significant way. But you are gripping the side and can attempt to climb up the wall at advantage because this is athletics.
On the other side, I'm gonna say to everyone, no one returns the javelin to him. He will not learn if he does not have a punishment. And then
He loves that javelin.
I don't care. He doesn't get it back.
Ham is gonna, after face planting into the side of the wall, side of this cliff, he's gonna say, "See, I told you I'd make it."
I'm going to message him so that only he can hear me, and I will say, Hamular Darny, if you die and leave me like my family did, doing something fucking stupid, I will find out what plane of existence your soul ends up on, and I will go there, and I will personally use all the magic at my disposal to beat your ass.
Ham is going to respond with counting on it, Finny. All right, so advantage.
Yeah, I climb up. What are the rest of you chucklefucks doing?
Mac's just gonna be like, okay, who's going on the bridge next?
I think we go one at a time. I do think that is the play.
As everyone goes across one at a time, I'm going to provide guidance to everyone as they walk across.
Nice.
Which is an additional D4 on an ability check of your choice.
Fantastic. So everyone, one by one, we can decide who. Yeah.
I would like to take 2 people's ropes. So I'll take my rope and somebody else's rope, so that we have 100 feet of rope, tie it together. Tie it. Is there like a post? Or
sure,
actually, you know what? I'm gonna anchor it to the javelin.
There's a javelin, yeah. That's pretty seriously dug into the ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna tie it to that, and I'm gonna go last, just in case something happens to the bridge.
Sounds good. Then who is up first? We're on acrobatics plus D4.
I can't give you guidance unless I touch the person. So
it's either Mac or Phineas.
Okay, I can go.
All right.
So
Mac, acrobatics plus a D4.
Okay.
Unless you can athletics your way through this with it convincing me. A natural one.
Yeah, it was. Plus a 3 in D4.
Yep. Mac begins across.
Can I give her my halfling luckiness?
Wait.
I don't think that works.
It's always the bridge. It's always bridges and doors.
We can't do riddles. We can't do bridges.
Like, is Nat 1 like bad enough to destroy the bridge, or is it like she's just taking a tumble?
I'm gonna say that she puts her weight on one of the rotten planks and falls through.
Okay. Oh, so the bridge is okay. I just dead. Okay. Can I try to grab onto a rope?
Yes. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
4.
What was that?
4.
No, it's a 20.
It's a 20.
Phineas with
I really didn't want
you Mac, please roll me just a d6, please.
4.
You all are aware that the bridge has taken a little bit of damage from this sudden new pressure on it and swaying, is still holding. Mac is dangling from one of the ropes, not plummeting to their death.
Woof! Sorry, that was close, guys. That was a little.
Are you guys always like this?
It's a little too close.
Hey, you know what, man? Back off.
Can I pull myself up?
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. 2. 11.
11. It takes you a long time. But you do.
There were 5 people or 4 people.
Inch your way along.
Nope. Okay, I'll just take a long time then.
If we go on the bridge, it could collapse. Also, I'm not strong enough to lift you up. Do you see these arms? They're bone thin.
Someone push him over.
Is that something?
So, do I have to roll again to go across?
I'm good. No, you make it.
Thank you.
Somehow Ham climbs to the top before you make it across. 3 of you have made it across my big bad bridge.
All right, I'm going across now.
All right, Phineas. And acrobatics plus a d4.
Oh, Nice. That was a nat 20. Plus 3.
Must be nice.
Plus 2. 25.
You've been watching and quietly taking notes on where everyone else has been standing and where they haven't been. And you, being just bones on the wind, just make your way across.
Jesus.
When I make it to the other side, I'm immediately going to join Trix in like studying this doorway, and particularly studying the runes. If I could make an Arcana check while the last few are coming across.
Also,
Sure.
I gave the other end of the rope to Phineas before he left.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Phineas has the other end of the rope. I'm certain secures it somewhere, somehow.
Yep.
I can't give you guidance, Tammy.
I know. Are you gonna fly, or are you gonna walk?
I was going to walk. I would like to save my wild shape for, well, if we're fighting a goddess, I would think elemental would be beneficial.
Sure. I am a very acrobatic person. So, yeah. If I don't get your guidance, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I don't know, things will be okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Roll them dice.
All right, I'm gonna try to walk across. Also, can I give myself guidance?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
And I'm gonna do that. Oh no.
Acrobatics plus D4.
Okay. Athletics.
Acrobatics, dexterity based.
Acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22. Just like Phineas, you make your way across. The wind from the chasm beneath seems to like also just lift you up a little bit as you were moving across.
Cool.
Tammy, you are our last one.
What about Storm Theory? I'm turning into Storm Theory, and I'm like,
Oh, Storm Fury. That's right.
after you.
Oh, I don't want to.
Up.
I can fly.
Well, then go for it.
All right. He casts fly.
Is the javelin close enough to the bridge that, like,
It's close. It's stuck into the ground.
I can, or can I take the javelin out, bring it over, and stick it right next to the bridge so that I can hold on to the rope as I go
Sure.
across? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Great. Acrobatics check.
Okay, I didn't roll great, but it's 13.
13. It takes you longer than it should, but it is above the DC of 10. And you join your friends on the other side. As Volstock Storm Fury touches down gently beside you.
Could you
All
have
right.
carried someone while you fly?
If
flew?
someone asked me, I could have been convinced, yeah.
Why didn't you tell us that you could fly?
Well, no one asked. I told you. This is all part of proving yourself that you can actually deal with. And frankly, I'm not quite sure that you're going to be able to deal with the Empress.
That's a lot of talk for someone that's done this so many times and failed so many times.
I would be angry, but your words are true.
All
I'm gonna go
right.
stand in the wall.
All right. I need quiet for just one moment while I study these runes. If you don't mind.
Don't we need to keep moving?
Well, this is the way forward, I would assume.
Did anyone grab my javelin?
I wanted to, but Finny said no.
I needed it for the rope.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No, you're staying on
No,
this side.
I gotta get my javelin.
Ham, this is your
It's a
punishment.
thing.
Ham,
You can get it
on the way back. You can have it back on the way back. If you don't do anything else
we're gonna
stupid.
need it. There might be another gap that we need.
You have a boomerang that you can throw.
Ham,
I can't pole with a boomerang.
hold on. Just take this one. And I pull out one because I got that fancy stack that has like 1 million pockets in it.
Oh, this one's actually quite nice.
He's never gonna learn like this.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to study.
No. He just needs a weapon.
He's got plenty of weapons. He's got plenty of weapons.
Danny, are you studying or are you?
I'm trying, but nobody's being quiet.
Who do you think who thinks I can do it again?
Ham.
No.
I wouldn't do it.
That was a 26 on my Arcana check.
26 Arcana check.
What's the deal with this archway?
You feel the judging eyes of Volstock. Not quite judgment. It's judgment at first, and then it just turns into bewilderment. So it just looks over all of you. Phineas, you do push it out. You are able to determine that there is heavy amounts of some sort of conjuration spell around this arch. And you get the sense that this is a kind of teleportation circle that has been modified into a beautiful arch.
So based on what I can tell, do I get the sense that like if we touch that like indent in the middle of it, it'll open a magic gateway to somewhere?
Correct.
Okay. I'll explain that to everyone, and I will say this seems to be the only way forward, unless our esteemed guest has any.
All right. The judging tone. I may have done you all a bit dirty here, but
You did.
you've done not well, but you've gotten here, and I guess that's the important part.
Hey, that Manticore, we did great.
You did. That was very impressive.
We all made it across the gap. So
Ham, shut the fuck up.
Do we get to hold hands?
yes.
You can.
Yay!
All right.
There's not much left before Celathan's lair. So he kind of like picks up the maul and like, all right, just yeah, give me a moment here. And you see his maul begins to glow with this light bluish energy. The symbol on his chest that anyone proficient in religion. Oh no, he mentioned it earlier. You know, it's the symbol of Talos, the god of storms. It begins to glow with that same color. And he begins to mutter underneath his breath. Mac, you recognize as a prayer of healing. As after 10 or so minutes, it's a bit of the time the overlap that Phineas is working on this door. You all are going to restore a little bit of health that I will roll in a second. And it will be, oh my goodness, 19 points of health to everybody.
That's not temporary. That's not temporary health. That's
it is
like
just health. It is healing.
I have not taken a single hit point of damage.
I'm fine now.
Brag.
Are we still doing good with that? Because apparently as an action, I can just restore 50 HP to any creature within 30. I like split it up into.
Oh yeah, your channel, one of your channel defenders.
Oh, do people still need?
I don't.
I mean, I'm down 30 plus.
Okay.
So if any, I wouldn't be opposed. But
Okay.
if it's gonna be messing up anything, don't.
No, I have 2 of them, so that's fine. So I'll do that, and then you can be at full. Everyone else is maxed, right? Okay, cool.
All right. You all ready yourselves for taking a look at each other.
Before we go, I would like to cast Enhance Ability on Ham. That will give... Do you want endurance or strength?
Oh, what does endurance do to a character?
Target has advantage on Constitution checks and gains 2d6 temporary hit points, which are lost at the end of the spell, so it's an hour.
Probably strength would probably be the best.
Strength is advantage on strength checks and carrying capacity doubles.
Okay, then I already got that from like Giant Smite, so probably an endurance.
So you have Bear's Endurance now, so advantage on Constitution checks and 2d6 temp hit points.
Nice.
Thank you.
Even bigger Ham.
What is everyone's AC?
15.
17.
18.
17.
14, but I plan on staying as far away from the front of the action as possible.
Would 13 plus your dexterity modifier be higher than that for anyone? Because I can cast mage armor. No. Okay. I will save my spell slots then.
All right.
I'll go to start. I'll start reaching to activate the gateway, but then I'll think better of it. And I'll turn to Trix and I'll say, as the one who discovered the gateway first, if you want to do the honors, it's all yours.
Yeah, Trix will go up to it. Trix will put her hand to it, and I mean, if I go to hell, it's nothing new for me. So I just go ahead and
You need to hold hands. Let's hold hands. No.
Okay.
We all hold hands.
I'm gonna put mine
Great.
out to Valstra.
He takes it.
Good. I'm gonna give it a little.
He gives it a little squeeze.
Oh,
Are we friends? We all
Sure.
holding hands?
I'm gonna whisper, I'm sorry about everything.
What? As Trix's hand connects with the wall, you press your hand against the stone. Instantly, all of you, whether you touch the stone or not, feel your bodies being stretched, as if your feet stay put, yet your minds, your shoulders get stretched to who knows where. There's a spinning, a whooshing sound. You see through each other's eyes momentarily, looking around at each other as you are just going through these blurs, being in each other's minds, in each other's personas, before you are all exactly where you were, arranged exactly as you were before, but in a wide caldera, basically, at the top of this mountain. The air is cold. There's fog all around. The edges of this arena are just curved stone that come up and almost arch before, like, not forming a full dome. There's an open sky in the middle. There are cracked and broken pillars carved from some ancient temple that has been long ago absolutely decimated. And in front of you is a series of these stones, similar to what you saw before in front of the temple's entrance, in front of the entrance to Pike. These just kind of like, it looks like black onyx monoliths jutting around. Tied to each of them is a humanoid of various points of decay and or death, tied up with ropes in a sacrificial manner to these stones. You all see on the far end of this caldera arena, it's not a volcano, curly hair, blonde, slumped over, unconscious, the Count, tied up similar to all the others. You see another person, though, stepping out from behind a pillar that is closer to you with a bit of surprise. It's an elven woman with jet black hair, pale skin, wearing long, dark blue robes, who just regards you all with a bit of shock as you arrive, and one of you interacted with magic. Trix, I need you to do a wild magic surge for me, please.
Oh, okay. 70?
70.
Wait, no, 7. Sorry, 7.
7.
What? Ah! No! Okay.
I'm the adventurer.
You all
and
see this
will
as
die
there is
fiery
an
inferno.
explosion. Fire explodes all around you as Trix casts Fireball centered on herself.
No.
I need you to cast Fireball and roll 66 fire damage, please.
Hey.
Within... Fireball is 20 feet?
20-foot radius, I think. 8d6, 20-foot radius.
Well, this other person is with you as well. So everybody's taking it.
Roll, we still roll saves, right?
Yes. So I need everyone,
What type of save is it?
dexterity save. Trix, I'm gonna say you rolled dexterity save as well, because you aren't actually casting it, it just goes off. Incredible.
19 damage. I rolled really poorly,
Oh, thank
luckily.
God.
Okay.
But I make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, 14.
14. What is your spell save DC?
How would I know that?
Go to
Be at the
spell.
top of your spells.
Yeah.
Oh, page. Just the save DC.
17.
17. Meter beat 17, everyone. If you fail, it's 19. If you were successful, you take 8 points of fire damage.
I use evasion.
8? Yeah, I said 8. It's 8.
I got a 21.
Evasion.
So that's me.
All right.
I rolled a 17 plus evasion. So I take that.
I got a nat 1.
All right.
Sorry.
As the fire clears, there is a cough. Oh, what the fuck was that? From Falstock. As well as this individual in front of you, just giving you the most bewildered look. Her head cocks to one side and says, well, that was either incredibly foolish or incredibly brave.
I'll just step forward and say, And there's more where that came from. So I would recommend you stand down before that is centered on you.
Kneel before the Empress.
I'm not big into authority figures.
His knees are also really bad.
That's true. They're really swollen.
Oh, how sorry I am for you.
I don't really
Kneel.
feel pain.
She casts command.
What's the save on that?
Is that on
Is
all
it
of us or
wisdom?
just
Just
Phineas?
her. Wisdom save, please.
Is that on all of us or just Phineas?
Just Phineas.
That's a 17.
17. I did not. Hold on. I have to calculate her.
Did the count get hit by the fireball?
Yes.
Oh, no. He is far enough away.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's
good.
way
I
off
didn't
over
just
there.
immediately kill her person.
Can
I would
you
literally turn around and
imagine?
walk
What
out. I
would
go,
it
you
have
know
been
what?
if it was 70? Oh, that would have been maybe helpful. Damn it.
Sorry, I need to look up. What did you say?
17.
17? These other things. I forgot to calculate this save DC before doing some quick math. Because as punishment for me, I'm gonna say this is a success for you.
Okay. Great.
She kind of looks and says,
See, like I said, I'm not big into authority figures.
you see next to you, Volstock, like, recovers from, the fire in his face. He probably lost half of his remaining mohawk. And his eyes fall on this person and says, oh, no. She's already... You absolute bitch. Absolute bitch. He just, gets his maul up and is ready. And he's like, are we doing this? She's the...
Yeah, I guess we're doing
This is her. This is her. And the woman just kind of holds up a hand and says, now, Volstock. I do appreciate that you're trying again to come and join me. But I really am getting quite tired of seeing you time and time again trying to get the Cradle Stone from me, really. Wouldn't it just be so much better if you were on my side?
I'd like to cast Counterspell.
Great. Roll to... go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay, great.
And this is a quick pause. Hi. Because I need to stop and calculate this save DC before we continue.
It should be 8 plus proficiency plus spellcasting ability.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. 8.
How do you find your spell casting ability?
Depends on your class.
Oh, okay. So that's like what you use to cast?
Ooh, okay. Thank you. And edits.
Great. So also I just cast Counterspell at 3rd level. I didn't upcast it or anything.
Okay.
I don't know what level spell she just cast, so
It is a 5th level.
great. Okay. Math. That is I could have rolled better. That is unfortunately a 13.
13. You see this happening and try your hardest to lash out some sort of arcane power to break this spell as she just effortlessly holds out a hand and gives a snap. And there's just very tiny arcane equations that flurry around her hand, and you all see they flurry in Volstock's eyes as well before he stiffens. And there is a shadow that falls over his face. And he turns to look at all of you. And she says, "That's more like it. Now, this is your final chance. Surrender, and I will only sacrifice some of you. Or die at the hands of Salathan, Empress of the Tempest." This is not a classroom.
Mac and Kyella, you guys have your hands up first. You go first.
Can I cast Fast Friends on Volstock? It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, yes.
He has to beat a 15. And then he's charmed.
He is currently under the effect of Dominate Person. Dominate Monster. Oh, nope, Dominate Person. Very different spell.
At 5th level?
Yes. I don't believe... Sorry, reading. I'm going to say, and you, I'm going to say that you can know this, as you are familiar with the spell. I'm going to say that while someone is under one charm effect, another fails until concentration is broken.
Okay.
But you know this, so if you want to take the casting back, you can.
Okay.
No?
Kyella, did you have something you were going to do? Okay. Phineas is just like, Madam Empress, if I could, I just want to ask you like one quick question before we throw down. How do I want to say this?
Quick.
As a fellow practitioner of the arcane arts, I just have to ask you, I assume the Screamers are under your command. Magnificent work, by the way. I want to quickly confirm a little, hypothesis of mine, if you will. Do you turn your victims into the Screamers?
If you die for me, I'll show you.
That's okay. I
need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, Volstock, my boy.
Is she technically bigger than me by any chance?
Yes, she is. Are you small? You're considered small?
I think so.
Yeah, she's one size.
Yes, I am.
Larger.
Right.
Okay. So top of initiative, 25 to 20. Cool. 20 to 15. Trix and Mac.
17.
You're muted.
17 too.
Also 17. Okay. We will do Trix, your dex is probably more. Sorry to make assumptions, Mac. Trix, Mac. All right. 15 to 10.
Yes, 14.
14.
I don't know who you're pointing at.
Oh my god, that's right. This is how this works. Tammy.
11.
11, Phineas.
10.
Okay. Yes, Tammy. Kyella, what was yours again?
14.
14. What is your dexterity modifier?
+1. It's
Okay.
a 12 for +1.
Good to know. All right. Oh, I just misspelled your name. Where we at? 10 to 5. Pam.
7.
And is there anyone left for 5 to not? I don't think so. Oh, that's right. I forgot to add little Volstock. Okay. Just so that we all know how this is going to work. Initiative is going to be Trix, Mac, Celathan, Kyella, Tammy, Phineas, Volstock, Ham. And that's the way of things. So, at the top of initiative, Trix, you sense the time for talking is over. As the amusement, what amusement was there, disappears. It is now lethal aggression on Celophan's face. As a reminder, it's that open area. There are a couple columns and such around. And Gareth is way across the way from you guys, maybe like 60 or so feet.
Right. It says I can burn sorcery points in order to gain back spell slots. Is it 1 sorcery point per level? How does it generally work? If it's easy, I do have some spell slots. I'm just wondering how dire I am.
Yeah, it is. As a bonus action, there's a table for it. So it's 2 sorcery points for first level, 3 for second, and then 5th for third level.
5 for 5 level?
5 for third level, 6 for 4th, 7 for 5th.
Okay. I have to be a little bit careful with my sorcery points.
Yeah, but it's a bonus action to get them back.
That's fine. No worries. I should have enough. I'll hope. All right. So Trix is going to turn to our friend who's being dominated, and Trix is gonna cast Dispel Magic. I'm assuming Trix will know whether or not this works. That should work, right? Trix is going to do
that should work.
Dispel Magic.
Okay, I'm going to need whatever. I'm gonna make up some rules on the spot if I don't remember this.
I do think you're supposed to, because I'm casting it at 3rd level and Dominate Person was at 5th level. Right. I do think he has to roll to see if
I think you have to roll.
I think you might have to beat kind of like.
It's
then
the
do you
same
think it's
rules
either
as,
like counterspell?
It's the same rules as counterspell.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you need to reach a total of 15. Is that how that works? Meet or beat 15?
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 16. Yeah.
16.
So I didn't have
you
to do
immediately
anything.
look over. You see that shadow lift off his face, and he shudders and says, "Oh, thank you very much for that." He is back on your side.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna probably burn sorcery points for spell slots, so I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points to make that my bonus action. Oh, let me roll 4 wild magic.
Yes. Roll a 7.
That is a 96.
96.
It is.
Everybody feels a little bolstered. Oh, no. You feel...
Yay!
Not bolstered. A little vulnerable. Your flesh feels very squishy. You hope nothing pierces it. 96?
Gain vulnerability to piercing damage. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I think she's going to be
next minute, everyone.
Spells anyways.
Everyone within 30 feet, which is all of you because the fireball was 20.
But is it her also?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
It is also vulnerable to piercing.
Great. Well, I mean, she's probably going to be hitting us with spells anyway, so that should be hopefully not terrible. So that was my bonus action. I'm going to use my wand because it doesn't burn a spell slot, and I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to do Cone of Fear. So she has to beat a DC 15.
DC 15, what kind of save?
It is a wisdom save.
That is a 10.
Great. So she's now scared of me. also. So she has to try to get away from me.
She, you see the fear coming over her eyes. She starts to back up before she throws up a hand and seems to power through as she is going to burn a legendary resistance.
Okay. All right, but at least she burned something.
She burned one.
All right. And I think I can still hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try and hide behind one of the pillars or something.
Yes. That's my turn.
Great. Roll me a stealth check. She sees where you're going. If you roll crazy high.
Stealth is my stealth is actually good. Yeah. Oh, but I rolled real bad. 13.
All right, you feel pretty hidden.
Okay, I'll take it.
Great. That brings us around to Mac.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a natural one, so never mind. I do nothing, and that's the end of my turn. Love that.
You do cast it. You do something, and there's a magical poof as you mess up the casting of the spell. You accidentally picked up the amulet for the Moon Mother instead of your own.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh wait, oops, fuck. The 6 seconds have already passed.
Great.
Staying put, Mac?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
So I gotta get us back to... Okay, that brings us to Celathan's turn. She is there in front of you. She is... Everyone is in quite the cluster. Okay, I need all of you, just because we don't have all this together, I need everyone to roll a d20 and just tell me odds or evens.
Odd.
Even.
Odd.
Even.
Okay,
Odd.
that's 3 odds.
That's
So those of you, those of you that are odd, you are going to be within the 15-foot radius of the spell. Even you are not within the spells, because since everyone's clustered up, and I don't know exactly where everyone is.
Even though I'm hiding?
That is true. You went off to the side. I'm gonna say this misses you because you moved. Okay. She raises up a hand. And kind of the robes are all fluttering nice and dramatically around her, raises up her hand and...
Hey, I'd like
casts,
to 4th level counterspell.
Yeah, she is a little sick of this counterspell. As she's holding this up, she's going to try and counter your counterspell.
Oh shit. Okay.
But she's only going to do it at 3rd.
Well, she also doesn't have her reaction now.
That's true.
Does not have a reaction. I'm not rolling this dice ever. That was a 7 on the die. There's no way that meets. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that doesn't meet. As her spell fizzles out in her hands. She is going to, no one is up with her yet. She is going to back away and get into the middle of this area. Kind of just reevaluate things. That is her turn, Kaela.
Okay. I'm going to cast Erupting Earth at 3rd level on her.
Uh-huh.
It's a 20-foot cube. Is there a way that I can center it on her and not hit anyone else?
Yep, especially because she just backed away.
Great. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save, that is an 18.
Oh, well, she saves, but I think she still takes half.
Yep, she'll take half damage from you.
So, The ground in that area is now difficult terrain as well.
Right in the middle of the arena for 20 feet.
Yeah, so I apologize for that, everyone, but it had to be done. 4 to 12s. Not the best roll. Okay. That is a 10 on the dice, so half damage for 5.
And 5. It explodes around her. She gets bludgeoned by it. But still suffers. Anything else?
Let me check my bonus action availabilities. No bonus action. But can I move?
Yep.
Like around the edge?
Great. Same side as Trix or different side?
The opposite side.
Opposite side of Trix. You move around to the other side. All right, that brings us around to Tammy. Phineas, you're on deck.
How far away am I from the radius of rough terrain?
Rough terrain is, let's see, 20 feet. It starts in about 10 feet from where you are now.
Okay. So with 40 feet of movement, would I would still need to...
You would get 10 and then... I think it works.
Okay.
I think it works that you just get there.
Okay. I'm going to run up to her. And my short sword is still all glowy and extra magic-y, extra damage-y. So I'm going to take 2 attacks. First one is a 16.
16 just hits.
Cool.
You see there's a bit of a flash of mage armor that is already around her, but it still connects.
So that's 12 points of piercing damage. And
Which she is.
Yep. And 4 points of lightning damage. And I am a monk, and I have forgotten to do this every single time, so I'm going to spend a key point and attempt stunning strike.
Ooh. Yeah.
There it is. Constitution save.
DC 14.
That is going to be a 17.
Well done.
One second. I'm using bed luck. So subtract. Oh, I dropped my dice. Subtract 4 from that number.
Makes it 13.
That
Wild magic surge, please.
Fails.
She is stunned.
I'm gonna.
Oh, she's not burning legendary resistance.
She's not burning.
Interesting.
41.
41.
I'm
on
a
the wild
potted
magic.
plant.
You turn into a potted plant. Incredible. You all see a bit of a flash behind one of these pillars, but I'm going to say anyone whose passive perception is not at least a 15, you don't know, but your friend is now a potted plant. So while a plant, you are incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage. If you drop to 0 hit points, your pot breaks and your form reverts.
Yay.
You are a potted plant for the foreseeable future.
No, it's until the start of my next
Start of your next turn. Start of your next turn. That's right.
No, it's not forever. I read it.
Can you imagine?
Just walk around with poor little Trix in a pot.
Yep. Potted Trix. If
So
she's stunned.
she is stunned. You have advantage on attack rolls against her.
Cool. I'm using my second attack. I already rolled once. And I got a 3 both times. So that's an 11 to hit.
It bounces off her mage armor a little bit. It should have hit, but it bounces off a little.
Then bonus action, flurry of blows, and I want to kick her twice. Like jump up and
kick her in the shins.
Bam. Knock her over me.
That's a trip attack feature. That's a trip attack feature.
Well. So it's a 26 to hit on the first one. So that's 9 points of damage, and I believe with my open hand technique, whenever you hit one of your flurry of blow attacks, I can impose either that they fall prone, get pushed 15 feet, or can't take a reaction until the end of my next turn. So I would like to, she has to make a dexterity saving throw, but I don't think she can if she's stunned.
It's either it's an auto fail or it's a disadvantage. I think it is auto fail.
So I'd like
I'm going to say it's auto fail.
Well, actually, no. I'm going to say she can't make a reaction.
Stunned is incapacitated because she can't do anything.
Right. I'm going to make her not take an action because I know my magic people, if she's on the ground, that's not great for them.
That's true.
So.
All right, so she stays upright but does still take that damage.
Yes. And then second.
Your second kick.
Still at advantage. Is a 27.
Certainly hits.
And that's another 11 points. No, sorry, another 9 points.
Another 9. Nice. You can see the frustration in her eyes as she is aware that she is stunned.
And she is. When she has her next turn, she'll have to make
Yeah. So that brings us around to Phineas. Falstock and then Ham.
With my 30 feet of movement, is there a position I can get into where I could cast a lightning bolt and hit her and no one else?
Yeah. You first get yourself into position and then you go, Gary's in the back there, and you reposition a little bit.
Okay. After I reposition, make sure I'm not hitting anyone else, I would like to cast lightning bolt at 5th level.
Great. Is that then that's a save?
That is a dexterity saving throw. Lots of ones in there. That's okay. Gotta reroll.
I'm being very mean to you right now. It hits. Yeah. She is immune to lightning damage.
Well,
I'll show you on the sheet afterwards.
No, I believe you. I believe you. There
so
goes
my that earlier lightning on you, Tammy, with everything else. Yeah, it hits, and you see that. Actually, Phineas, what you do see, however, is that all of these standing stones around you start glowing slightly with that same blue light, lightning electricity to them.
Well, that can't be good. Do I have any movement left at all or no?
Yeah. You got 10 or so feet.
Okay.
15. You got half your movement.
Okay.
As long as you're not going forward into the rough terrain.
No, I'll stay where I am.
All right. Great. That is going to bring us to Ham. No, I'm sorry. Sorry to do that to you. Volstock, who is sitting there, who comes up to you, Phineas, and says, just so you know, lightning, not the best thing. Against her. She's kind of real good at lightning.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, sure thing. Kind of slams you on the back and then runs forward. Enters the difficult terrain, but you see as he gets close to it, he throws up his hands and just starts to fly into the air. His little like strips of fabric, what is on his plate are fluttering, and he is going to, with a roar, slam his hammer down. And ooh, someone is close, aren't they? Tammy, you are close.
Yeah.
Never mind. He's not going to do that. He's just going to make 2 attacks against her with his hammer. He's not going to do something else that would hurt you. So, still close. There's a 13 to hit. Oh, advantage. That is a natural 20. Oh boy. Great. Now I have to calculate all this. And okay, 8. That is, with a resounding kaboom, that is 9 points of thunder damage and 22 points of bludgeoning damage. -2, I deleted everything. Plus his, and 3 more. For a total of 34 points of damage against her as he slams down for the first attack. Comes around for the next. That is certainly going to hit, unless it's another natural 20. It is not. That is going to be 26 to hit. It's pretty good. Good thing he's on your side. 4 more points of bludgeoning damage, 8 points of thunder damage, and 3 from his modifier. Great. Just bam, bam, just like absolutely right up against the jaw. Teeth flying everywhere. She is truly, truly not happy, but is still stunned. And if she was not stunned before, is stunned from getting slapped in the face twice with a hammer. Now, Ham, it is your turn.
All right. So there are 2 people in my party that are like right in front of her, just kind of bashing her, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can I walk? Can I step about, let's say about within 20 feet away from her? So she's still within a 20 feet radius of me.
Yes, you are right up to the end of where the rough terrain begins.
Fantastic. I mean, beyond her is what I'm saying. So I'm past her and her friend and my friends.
How much movement do you have?
50.
50. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay,
yes.
great.
I don't have a map. Yeah, congratulations.
I'm going
You
to...
are able to get around.
All right. I'm going to reach in my pocket. I'm going to place down a metal cube. And I'm going to say, pop up. Which is activates the instant fortress.
What is the
it's a
damage on
dexterity.
this?
It's a dexterity.
It's a failure.
It's a 10 d10s.
Roll them bones, my friend.
Here, can you hear this?
I can hear.
Pain. All right, let's break out the calculator real quick. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
And they are, anyone under there is shunt to a different location, right?
Yes, pretty much. I assume
Should they
since she's
survive?
like right around the radius, she would like push forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so ooh.
Woof.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
I apologize for doing damage to the big bad.
Yeah, I know.
Is this like what spell level is this? Or is this just like an item?
It's an item.
It's just an item. It's
Wow.
just a magical item.
It's just a rare item.
Yep.
Are we sure it's rare and
It's
not
ra-
ultra rare?
It's rare.
It's rare simply because it's a little tricky to place it correctly, but
all right,
situationally it works.
So she takes 71 bludgeoning damage.
Great.
Nice. Nice.
And now we have a fortress.
There is a fortress that pops up into existence as the stunned Celathan is shunt out, bruised, bloodied, and still standing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Can I do a second attack? Or is that no, because I didn't do it by
you did not use your action to make an attack, so that is just your action.
All right. Yeah. As a bonus action, I am going to enter a rage.
Go ahead and roll that wild magic.
That was it's a D8, right?
D8, yes, for you.
Got a 1.
A 1. Shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. You also gain 1d12 temporary hit points.
Cool. I'm going to lash out at her, and I assume she fails because she's
within 30 feet, and you placed it
20 feet.
So where are you when you are placing this?
I would assume I placed it, walked a few steps out.
You have so you have 50 feet to get around.
Yeah, let's say I would just say for I wouldn't say I'm not in a range. I'm in range for her then. Range of anybody.
Yeah. I'm thinking you like threw it and set it. Yeah. Which I don't think is quite the rules, but I'm gonna go with it.
No, it said the wording says specifically place, but whatever.
Sure, so let's just say already happened. We already rolled for it.
Yeah. Doesn't do anything with that.
Still get your temporary hit points at least.
Yes, you still get 1d12 temporary.
Okay. 3, not bad.
3?
Yep.
Life and death. All right, that brings us to the top of initiative all over again. Yes, we start off with Trix at the top of at initiative 20. You all feel cold. There's an extra, it's a mountain. There is an extra wind that blows over you. Kyella and anyone else proficient in survival or nature sense the ground shakes slightly, but nothing else happens. Trix, it is your turn.
Trix is gonna turn back into Trix because Trix was a potted plant.
There she is.
So Trix is gonna be a little bit feel a little wonky. Trix is going to, what do I want to do? Trix is going to try to do that Cone of Fear again, because Trix is really trying to save spell slots just in case. So she's going to have to.
She fails.
She fails. So
she's stunned. So.
Right. So she's scared of me. So hopefully that's helpful. I think honestly Trix is just gonna hide again. So that she still has her reaction and stuff in case something happens.
Yeah. Ducks behind, keeping an eye on things. Go ahead and roll me another stealth check just for fun.
Yep.
You are helping out, keeping an eye.
6, I think. Yes. 6.
Okay.
That brings, so 17.
17. Good to know.
Yep.
That brings us to Mac.
Okay. So I think we're good on health right now. Right. Okay, cool. So then I'm going to try Guiding Bolt again. And then can I roll with advantage? Because she's done?
Yes.
Okay.
She is done.
19.
19 is a hit.
Okay, cool. 6, 3, 4, 5. too much dice. That's 16.
16, nice. And now she is glowing, and the next attack that hits her, if it didn't have advantage already, has advantage.
And that's my turn.
And that is good because it is now her turn, and she is no longer stunned. Is it until the top of her turn, or the start of her turn, or the end?
Until
I think that's
the
until
end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. She's still chilling.
And
She's hanging out.
she takes
That's right.
2 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
She can make a Constitution saving throw if she wants to.
I mean, she's a failure.
Okay.
She's a failure.
She's
Aw,
kind of a failure.
her parents
She's a little
hate
bit of a
her.
failure. Maybe. Kayala, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to expend 2 of my wild shape actions to do elemental wild shape into an air elemental.
Nice. Very nice. What does that look like for us?
Okay, it's a large creature, well, large basically looks like a tornado, kind of just like a big, like ball of moving air in the sky now.
Nice. You guys all see, you've seen Kayla do this before, but there's kind of a jump forward and a flip, and she kind of turns quickly, and there's a blur and just this moving, furious air as she becomes an air elemental.
That is the action.
Oh, that's your action. You moving around at all?
I am going to move over, so I'm a large creature now. So I'm gonna move into can I hit her without hitting my friends?
Yes, you have. I believe air elementals have an amazing amount of movement speed now.
Oh yeah.
And you can fly, so you can zip around and get to the other side where no one else really is.
Yeah, it's a 90-foot movement, flying movement. So I'm gonna move over so that she is in my space, and I don't think I can take any bonus actions. None of these, no, these are all okay. So
great. What happens when someone is in the air elemental space? Do they take bludgeoning?
No, that's if I'd use an action to do whirlwind.
Okay. But her hair, a disaster right now. All right. Anything else, Kayla?
That will be all.
All right. Tammy, it would be your turn, except something happens. Around the base of these pillars, you see that we're glowing. You guys see there's another slight tremor, and there are small fissures that crack open suddenly, letting out a combination of black filth as well as just like flashes of electricity. As you see, an arm juts up, another arm holding a halberd, as bringing themselves up, you hear the of two screamers appearing and kind of pushing themselves up and then floating, as they are now joining initiative and taking their turn, rushing at some of you.
But Kyle and I rolled the same thing. How did they go in between us?
Not between you guys. They are jutting up from the pillars.
No, but
around
like, how are they? How are their initiatives between Kira and I when we both rolled the same number?
Because they also rolled the same, but their dexterity, I believe. They're going where I put them because I'm the DM.
That's as good enough an answer as any, as far as I'm concerned.
You are shocked. You are blown away that this is happening. This should not be happening, and yet here they are. And one of them rushes at you, Tammy, continues, and then makes their way to you, Mac, all the way over with that halberd. That then I have to get my papers ready. Makes a giant swing with the halberd at you. That is going to be these dice. That is going to certainly miss. That is going to be a 15 to hit. Mac. Sorry, did I say someone else before?
Does not hit.
Does not hit. You. There's a long way that's coming. You were able to duck out of the way. It goes over top, and then they are going to try and lash out with a claw as well. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
That does hit. As you take 3 points of slashing damage and 4 points of cold damage. So his claws rake across you. The other one is going to dip around the other way, and they are aiming for someone else, but... Oh, let me check their passive. Nope, they go right past you, Trix, and continue and make their way over to Phineas, who is staying put, as they are going to do the same deal of the halberd attack. And...
I'd like to just reaction throw up shield, just to be safe.
Sure, 11 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that does.
As it goes against you, they are frustrated. They're going to make another claw attack against you. Yep, that also that is a 17 to hit, but with shield.
Yep, that'll get me to 19.
Clatters off the shield. Yeah. As it kind of looks at you confused. Those are their rounds. There are 2 new baddies on the field. Tammy, now it's your turn.
Seeing this, I'm still gonna look at Salathon.
Yep.
Attack her with my sword again.
Sure. With the start of your next turn, is she now no longer stunned?
End of your turn.
Thank you, our resident monk. End of your turn. So, at advantage.
23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
I'm not even gonna roll the d4 because it doesn't matter. That's 9 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And then second attack. Ooh, natural 20.
There it is.
That's 14 points. And I believe, can I stunning strike?
Yes, you can.
Bush is already stunned? Okay, cool. I'm going to do that.
That gets us to, and that is a con save for a, where is your con? Oh, that's the wrong person. That's why. Constitution, that is a 27.
Yeah, that's
Save that one.
Okay. Well, It's still my turn, so I'm gonna bonus action. Fury of Blows.
Yeah.
It's still not the end of my turn, so I still get advantage.
Yes, still advantage.
You can also try a stunning strike again if you have enough key points.
That's true. 16.
16 just hits.
Full stunning strike.
Yeah. That is 24.
That also stays.
Gang, how important do we feel her staying stunned is?
That was my last attempt for this.
Well, no, I'm asking for a particular reason. I could maybe make it so that she didn't succeed on that attempt.
I mean, it's helpful.
It's been helpful, but could you give
Your
her
call, Phineas.
Could you
6 seconds, it's your call.
could you give her 0?
I'll give her my nat 1 portent.
There it is. That is a failure. She is stunned. And stunned that this is happening.
Yeah. And then my last
Thank you.
Flurry of Blows hit is a 27 hit.
Yeah, that hits. What was the damage on that last one?
The other one was,
Yeah.
I think it was 5.
Okay.
And then this one
That's
is
good.
7.
5 and 7. Nice. Chipping away. She's not looking good, folks. She's bloody as hell. And she had a tower put on her head, so.
Right.
Tammy, you are up close and you are fucking around with her a whole lot. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Free action.
14.
14? Good to know. Okay, so after Tammy, our friend is still stunned, we are Phineas, and there's going to be Volstock, then Ham. So, Phineas.
Okay, I am going to turn to the screamer in front of me.
Yeah.
How do I want to do this? Oh, you know what? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to Misty Step, bonus action Misty Step.
Okay.
To get away from the one right in front of me.
Sure.
So I'll Misty Step, 30 feet away, 30 feet away from anybody else.
Sure. You're off in the corner.
And then I'm going to, let's do Firebolt at the one that tried to attack me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that is a 22 to hit.
Yep. Slams into him.
Which is 6 fire damage.
Nice. Crackles against that weird blank face. And yep, such a long mouth. Anything else, Phineas?
No, I'm good where
action.
I am. Bonus action.
All right.
Action.
Great. That brings us back around to my boy Falstock. Poor buddy. He is floating, flying a little bit above the Celathan, but he is set on her. He is going to, with her still being stunned, he's going to try the same thing he did before. He's going to reposition a little bit and then make 2 hammer attacks. That is going to be a 26 to hit, and that is also a 26 to hit. So slam, slam, he gets in. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. That is, first one is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage. 3 and 2 points of thunder damage. And then the next one, she's looking real rough. 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of thunder damage. Each one of these things, they're just this boom, this enormous cacophonies of noise as more blood is trickling out of her face. Looking very rough. He is going to use this time, though, since she is incapacitated, he is going to fly backwards and kind of leave that space. Just to resituate. That is going to bring us back down to Ham.
I am going to pull out my battle axe. I'm going to activate the fire rune that is on it to do a little bit extra finesse onto it. And then I'm going to run up and I'm going to just start wailing on her with my great axe.
Roll to wail.
Roll to wail. This is with advantage, right?
With advantage. She's stunned.
With advantage is 26.
26? Definitely hits.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do the fire rune first. It's 2d6 damage. She has to make a strike saving throw. Okay, so she is restrained by fiery shackles until her next turn.
Oh, incredible!
The target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each turn. The target repeats a saving throw at the end of each turn, banishing the shackles on a success.
Okay,
it's a DC 15, by the way. All right, so she takes 7 fire damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna roll for the great axe. Oh, max damage at 15. Plus, do we get plus because I'm enraged? Oh, plus 2, so 17.
Whew.
All right.
Thread.
Yes, and now I'm gonna do second attack.
Swaying on the spot.
All right, next one. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. With some damage.
Not as good, but not bad. It's going to be 10 damage from the great axe, and then plus 2 from my rage. So 12.
Ooh. Incredible.
How's she looking?
Like a feather in the middle of a firestorm.
Great. I'm going to action surge.
All right.
All right. Take 1 additional action on your turn. I'm going to 1 more hit with the great axe.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And another max damage. So total 17 more damage from the great axe.
Describe for me how you destroy this person.
I assume by the 3rd hit, she's probably on her knees.
Yep.
Ham is gonna kneel down and just whisper in her ear, "I am your god now." Decapitated.
The head flies right next to it. The jaw still open as the body flops over. The screamers around you become rigid, open their mouths as if to emit that terrible scream again, and then you see turn to stone, turn to dust, and collapse. The wind is blowing. So that dust is kicked into the air. Especially with an air elemental around. There's a lot of wind going on. You see Volstock in the air, kind of like his jaw just drops. I can't fucking believe it. You actually... You all see as the dust swirls around Celathon, swirling faster and faster. There is a flash of lightning. There is thunder. As you see the sand is swirling around, harder and harder to see. All of you are temporarily blinded, buffeted by the sand. You all take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You are no longer resistant to piercing, by the way. We're just going to null that. As you see that the sand is swirling around, you see a shape in the sand growing larger and larger and larger. The winds are whipping up. And then all at once they stop. The sands fall down. And you see in front of you the fortress that Ham had erected. But there's something on it. Something clawed to the side, hanging. A gargantuan creature, lizard-like, with horns, blue scales. It looks close to a blue dragon, except missing pieces. The tail isn't complete at the end. You see that it looks like it's almost halfway through. It just becomes a stub. There's only one wing. There are 3 legs instead of 4. Half of the jaw is missing. And only one of the 2 eyes is glowing. A furious electric blue that looks down at you, Ham. And you hear, "No, worm. I am your god." As Celathan, Empress of the Tempest, assumes her second form.
Oh man.
Lovely.
At the top of initiative, it is Trix. There is a half dragon clinging to the side, King Kong style, of this fortress, looking down at all of you.
I'm going to.
The screamers are gone, by the way.
They're gone.
That's why she was immune to lightning damage. Damn it.
There you go.
I know, and that's the main spell I can do, so that's not helpful.
Yikes.
Trix is going to. All right, I'm going to do create bonfire, which will be 2d8 damage. Oh, she needs to make a dexterity 17 saving throw.
Dex 7. That is a 26.
Never mind.
Somehow it's the half of her that isn't there.
Great. Well, that was my action. I'm gonna bonus action hide, and I have spell slots to counterspell things.
Great. You can roll stealth if you would like, but can you beat a 27?
No.
You can roll if you want to feel good. If you want to try.
I mean, I got +6. I got 21. It's literally impossible.
Damn good. You hide pretty damn well. Let the record show.
Fine. All right.
All your friends lose track of you.
Great. That's my turn. As we
Excellent.
know, dragons can't see anything. They don't
Dragons
know anything.
notoriously blind.
Yep.
Mac. And then we have Celathan and Kayela is on deck after.
What the heck? Okay, how is everyone looking?
Small compared to a dragon.
Frightened of the dragon.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting point. Phineas, you know this. You guys have fought dragons before. You do not feel a sense of fear.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I think I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith.
Ooh, nice.
And she has to make a dex saving throw. And I'm gonna put it right next to the fortress.
That is a 14.
Oh, okay. So she immediately takes 20 damage. But I think it's like Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed. So I guess maybe it's just the first time?
Yeah. Yeah, it's whenever they move close, whenever someone moves close to it.
Okay. So she takes 20 radiant damage.
Yep, it crackles up her scales. A few go flying off. They're not the most secure things. All of you have fought, we're going to say, your experience, all of you have fought dragons before. Blue dragons, sure. This is not a complete process. And in fact, there is something about this one that you see is different from beside the fact that half of it's missing. There is one thing in particular that is noticeably different, that in the middle of the forehead is a bright blue cantaloupe-sized gem.
I thought grapefruit.
Glowing. Yes, grapefruit even. One might say grapefruit. Gem. Glowing fiercely. Almost as fierce as fiercer than the pissed off single eye that she has.
Okay.
That brings us to her turn. So she is first going to lower herself, leap off of the tower, and slam directly in front of that group of you that are there. I think that's who is that? I think that's Ham. I think that's Tammy. Mac, are you up there or you're off in the back?
I'd be back.
You're off in the back, I believe. It's the two of you. It's Tammy and Ham.
And
Hammy.
Volstock would be up there too.
Oh,
right?
Volstock. Well, he flew off a bit to the back, but he's still within range of a dragon. And lands that. Ooh, no, this is way more fun. I need everyone to roll. I need Ham, Tammy, Phineas, and Mac to roll a d20 for me. Tell me if it's odds or evens.
Odd.
Well, even was it. Tammy, I'm so sorry. You are the one in the line of the lightning breath. That she exudes, but dissimilar from the fire breath that is a cone, this is a single line, so it's only going to hit the one of you, and that's going to be Tammy. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20, that is important.
Evasion.
2, 3, 4, 5. Incredible.
I don't take any damage, so yeah.
Well, I think you're going to take quarter.
No, because for evasion.
If you succeed, it's no damage.
Ooh, okay, this is beautiful. Describe for me how this works.
I see the electric bolt coming at me, or lightning bolt coming at me, and I just like jump up and do a little back foot out of the way.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna flip towards her so that I don't have to go as far on my turn.
Incredible. You avoided 42 points of damage.
That's a pro Dark Souls strat there. You roll towards the end.
Yep. Always roll towards. She lets out a roar of frustration. That's her action. She is going to stay up on. She's going to stay up there. Kyella, then Tammy, then Phineas.
Yes. I will, as the air elemental, still move into range and take 2 slam attacks against her.
Nice.
Ooh, that is a 17 to hit.
17. You buffet her scales, but they are much harder. Yeah. Doesn't seem to make an effect.
That one's better. 26 this time.
26 definitely works.
Okay, so that's 9 bludgeoning damage from being slammed around in the wind.
It is significant buffeting going on. She roars. Anything else?
That's
Staying
it.
Put buffeting. All right, gets us to Tammy.
I'm gonna run up the rest of the way to her. If she changed forms, does she still have my crimson right on her?
I'm going to say yes.
Oh wait, no, that's
it is still this. It is
sorry.
still
The crimson right is on the sword. It's the wounding.
Yes, I'm gonna say it is the same creature. The decapitation was prevented through magic fully. Okay. I'm sorry, Ham.
Is she still technically restrained by my fire cuffs from the fire room?
She is. There are you see around 3 of her 4 arms there are burning rings of fire that she will have to, actually on her turn she should have had to what is it? Is it a strength?
It's a strength saving throw, but she automatically takes 2d6 damage.
Thank you. Go ahead and roll that for me.
She takes the necrotic damage from the wounds.
She also takes 6 more fire damage.
6 more fire. Nice.
3 necrotic.
3 necrotic. Thank you.
Because she gets 1d4 for each wound. For basically each turn against her. But she can roll the Constitution saving throw if she wants.
The con for the necrotic?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still on the
No, you're good.
The fire. Okay, that is going to be 19?
19 succeeds.
Succeeds. Okay, so the fire she bursts out of, but does take that damage. Okay, and then is a Constitution saving throw for the necrotic. That is a 28.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to rewound her then.
Great. She is up on this tower. I believe you can just run up, but yeah.
I don't know if I have you can just go up a wall, but I am gonna climb up to her.
Sure.
Or whatever I need to do. And kind of maybe if I can get to where I can just hold on to her.
Hold on?
Or
for sure. Just give me either acrobatics or athletics. Okay. Whichever's better for you for the whole thing.
18.
18. I'm gonna say that you are able to dig in to some of these badly placed scales. Kind of get your hold a little more on her stumpy tail. Yeah. Your weird stumpy tail, and you see at the end. It's gross. You can see where the bone should continue, where the bone is almost continuing to grow as she grows more and more powerful, but isn't complete yet.
And then I'm gonna take my 2 attacks.
Yeah.
With my short sword. First one is a 18.
18 pinks off of the pinks. Bounces off of the scales. Ping. That's how.
Ooh, second one is a natural 20.
There it is. You dig into that tail.
Yes. So still immune to lightning damage. Oh, but that's a 6. So 18 points of piercing damage.
Absolutely brutal. She roars in irritation as you.
Can I take a moment and just like think about the blue dragons that we've fought in the past and like determine whether or not I should stunning strike her?
You know that dragons, with their scales, with their amount of hit points, with their sheer force of will, I guess that's more charisma. They got big constitution.
Okay, we're just gonna not.
Just hang on.
But I will. I'm gonna patient defense and just like put myself
You are
in.
aware of what's going on. Ready to spring, which is good because at the end of your turn, she's going to take a legendary action to use a tail attack and slam you against the building. Where is that tail? Ooh, not good. That is a 21 to hit.
Is that a disadvantage?
No, it is not. That is a 17 to hit.
That's my armor class.
You just get yourself right out of the way and miss the first one, and the tail comes back and poof, gets you on the other side.
Ow.
Yeah, ouchie. You take. Ooh, my God. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. The wind is kind of knocked out of you a little bit. And that is a legendary action. We're going on to Phineas.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to like look around at what's happening. Tammy, how bad do you look? Tammy.
Oh, sorry. I'm I still have 2/3.
Okay.
You were right. I know. My brain. My name is not Tammy normally, so I don't respond.
Okay, that's true. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that big hit. I try to judge. Tomorrow looks fine, so I'm gonna still focus on what I was originally planning to do. So I'll call up and say, "You're not the only one who can turn into a large, terrifying reptilian beast." And then I'm going to very quietly to myself, so that nobody but me can hear it, just go, "Okay, remember the glowing gem, remember the glowing gem, remember the glowing gem, remember the glowing gem, remember the glowing gem." And then I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself and turn into a T-Rex.
There he is.
And that's my action, so obviously I can't attack, but I am going to use my movement to just get right up in her face.
Right up to the base of
and
the
let
tower.
out like a real loud, Jurassic Park style T-Rex roar.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We have Lizard King Kong, we have a T-Rex.
Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah. Ham, you're here. Oh wait,
Nope.
I did that too. Whatever. Go first, and then I'll go to Volstock.
Ham is going to see Phineas turn into a T-Rex, and they go, "Oh, are we getting big then?" All right. And he's going to become Big Ham.
Big Ham.
Ham is going to tell me if I'm okay to do this. Flintstone style, run up the back of Phineas Rex and is going to jump off and slam into the gem on the forehead of.
Oh shit! You attacking the gem?
No. I'm trying to basically like gore it out in a way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure, this is cool. Yeah, you run up and leap off of a Tyrannosaurus. That's cool as hell. Roll of Cool allows that one. Yeah, roll to hit.
All right.
When do you get big in this process? Before or as you are jumping off of?
Before.
It's fine. I'm still a size larger.
Yeah. I think what T-Rex are considered gargantuan.
They're huge.
Huge. All right. To hit with my battle axe is going to be a 25.
Yes. You connect. I'm gonna say roll. Yeah, roll damage because it's gonna do damage no matter what. If you are trying to pry or knock this off. Describe for me how you're trying to pry it out. Are you trying to cut away the flesh that it is embedded in?
So essentially, I'm trying to cut at it and at an angle.
Okay.
So trying to slice under, and with my second attack, I'm going to lift out and then.
Oh, you're gonna lumberjack this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna lumberjack this shit.
Oh, for sure. Do damage on that first one.
All right, first one is going to be 14 damage.
14, nice.
+2 for rage. So
yep.
16. And then we're gonna set a second attack. All right, second attack is a 23 to hit.
Yep, does damage as well. You leap off the T-Rex's head again.
It's all one motion. It's all midair.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be 13 damage.
Incredible.
+2, so 15.
Even more incredible. Woo. You are able to make these two cuts into her. The gem remains, but you know those cuts went deep.
All right.
As you fall back to the ground, I'm gonna say,
can I say
you're raging.
Can I say that I'm resting on her snout?
I'm gonna say it would take another check to make that happen. You are raging, and it's not that far of a drop. It's just 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
After half, so it's 2 total.
Yeah.
No, you're at the ground at the base of the castle, right between a T-Rex and a dragon. You know, a good place to be.
Yep. That is my turn.
Great. Now going to Volstock, who I forgot before, who is very impressed with whatever the hell he just saw. He is going to, as a bonus action, cast Spirit Guardians. And zooming all around him within 30 feet is going to be these spectral little hammers with flapping lightning bolt wings. They're just zooming around. And he is going to move in closer and going to deal some damage for that. Or I guess it's when she moves and enters. It's not. It's when it's happening. Great. That is going to be Little 7 points of chip damage happening. That was bonus action, so as an action, he is going to slam down with his hammer again. That is 26 to hit, so my boy does more damage. 6 points of bludgeoning and 3 points of thunder. Nice. He is able to knock off a set of her teeth that go flying out. There is new fresh blood coming down. What half of her there is truly struggling, and she is slipping her grip on this tower. She is going to use another legendary action to attack Volstock with a bite, which is going to be a 22 to hit. And he, whoops, that's the wrong dice. 17 points of piercing damage and 11 points of lightning damage, which he is immune to lightning damage. So never mind. It's nice to be cool like that. Great. He takes a little bit, and that brings us back around to the top of the round. Trix and Mac.
All right, Trix is gonna come out of her hiding spot. How many friends do I have around her right now?
There is a Tyrannosaurus. There is Ham.
Yeah.
Tammy's holding on. Big Ham, my mistake. Tammy's holding on to the tail.
Okay.
Mac is still off in the back, but there's also an air elemental in her space.
Okay, no worries. Trixie is gonna turn to her, and Trixie is going to attempt to cast slow.
Yeah, is it wisdom?
It's wisdom. Let me know what she gets. I am also using the careful. I'm using careful, so my friends don't have to.
You get to select with slow, so you can keep that.
Oh, nice, great.
Yeah. That is wisdom. It is a 24.
Damn.
I can't do anything to knock it down
so
enough
clutch.
to do anything. Oh, that was one of my last spell slots. Okay. In that case, she's gonna easily beat another saving throw then probably. I'm going to bonus action hide again.
Bonus action hide. You duck around. Let me double check. Trix, give me a perception check for me.
What's my perception? My perception is bad. So 2.
2. It's a real good rock around you. It's old, probably. It's rock.
Should I roll for stealth?
Nope. I mean, yeah, you roll for your stealth. So, I mean, it's 27, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got a 23 for stealth.
Even sneakier. You're getting better. You are getting sneakier and sneakier.
Even if I roll a nat 20, though, it's not 27. Okay.
Brings us to Mac.
Are we all looking? Are we still looking good? Okay.
The same.
Wow. Great cleric I am. All my friends are fine without me. I guess we're going to do Guiding Bolt. That is a 16 to hit.
16. It streaks towards the scales and bounces off.
Well, that's it for me.
Mac, give me a perception check, please.
No, thanks. Perception check.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. 7, 9.
9.
I have a +7 perception.
Great. The battle's going well.
Great. I love that. Good work.
That brings us to Celathan, who we're going to roll to see.
Must take damage.
Must take damage.
Take damage. Wait, no, did she? Sorry, just one. She canceled out the 1 point of necrotic damage.
1. What if I told you she died? Kidding. Okay. She got back her lightning breath. She sees things are not going well. She knows what you are trying to do with that stone. Looks down at you, Ham. Looks at the T-Rex, knowing that that's coming. And says, fine. If this is how it is, I'll make you suffer too. And she's going to whirl her head around and shoot her lightning breath at Gareth Tall, who is tied up on the far rock.
Does anyone have anything they can do about this one? Ham?
Not a spell, right? It's just her breath.
It's just her innate ability, yeah.
That is still an attack roll, right?
It's a dex save that he has to make.
Oh.
Huh.
He is unconscious, however, so it's an auto fail.
How many hit points does this boy have?
How far?
He's
how
for sure dead.
how far away is Gareth?
He was 60 feet from the original entrance you guys were in, so he's about 30, 40 feet.
All right. Okay. Real quick. Can I use a cloud rune on this?
Is it a reaction?
Yes, it's a reaction, and let me read it to you because this is a saving throw, so I'm not too sure if this technically counts. When you or a creature can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke a rune to choose a different creature within 30 feet of you, other than the attacker. The chosen creature becomes the target of the attack. Using the same roll, this magic can transfer the magic attack effects, regardless of the attack range. Once you invoke this rune, you can't get it back till a short rest.
Oh my god. Just read the first part of that again for me.
When you or a creature within you that you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use a reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you.
Lightning breath is not an attack roll, though.
That's what I was curious.
Yeah.
Then I got nothing.
Sneaky. I would be curious to see which creature you directed that to, but sneaky.
Somebody who happened to be lightning resistant.
Yeah, there's your answer. But it shoots this bolt of lightning, zooms over to where Gareth Tall is unconscious, and slams into him with 10d10 lightning.
Rolls ones on each of them.
He's very dead no matter what happens. As his body, actually, some of the ropes char away from the electricity. And actually, it's the top two that break and his body falls forward to the other way. It's unceremonious, for death. Celathan lets out a roar, and you see that there is a flash Around Gareth Toll's body.
No.
Trix, you roll wild magic all the time. You want to roll me a wild magic? For Gary.
Sure. Oh, for Gary? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
67.
He has that sorceress blood.
Okay, never mind. It's very fitting, though. He's frightened by creatures for the next turn. It's very fitting. Great, there's a flash. It happens. The gem on Salathun's head grows brighter. It throbs. Brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Pretty soon, it will start affecting all of your vision. Moving on to the next in initiative. My God, I've lost where we are in initiative.
Well, that was her turn.
That was her turn. We are on to Kaela. A big wind cloud.
Okay.
She's looking rough, but getting brighter and brighter.
Yep. I am going to do whirlwind. So every creature in my space must make a DC strength saving throw.
17?
That succeeds. Is the target okay, it's still 15 halves down to 7 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Taking hits, chipping away.
That sucks. I really wanted to knock her off her feet.
Not yet. That gets us to Tammy. Phineas, you're on deck.
I'm gonna climb up her back to get to near her head, if possible.
Yeah. Give me a athletics check. He's distracted.
16.
16? Yeah, you get near head.
I'm gonna try to do what Ham's doing. I'm gonna stab her, but also try to
Stab. Yeah.
get the gem out. That first one's a 12.
12. You hit a sturdy scale.
And then a non-natural 20.
That digs in. Go ahead and do some damage.
5 points of damage.
Nice.
But with that, I'm going to, with my open hand technique, I'm taking away her reaction.
Ooh.
So.
Very nice.
Until the end of my next turn. And then, yeah, I still got key points. So we're gonna flurry of blows and just try to punch it out of her.
Sure.
Yeah.
21.
Yep.
That's 8 points.
Nice.
That one does not hit.
So you just start wailing away, trying to just soften up the tissue around it. So this thing will become unstuck. Phineas, you're a big old thing.
My poor T-Rex eyes are hurt by the bright light from the gym. Oh, I forgot to mention, but just for flavor, this T-Rex, because Phineas is kind of skirting the line between alive and dead. This T-Rex, you can see bones sticking out of its body. It's
nasty.
real gnarly. But anyway, doesn't like the bright light shining in his eyes so much. It hurts. And when things upset the T-Rex, he just eats them. So I'm gonna try to bite the gem out of her fucking head.
Yes. Give me an athletics check as the T-Rex because she's kind of up there a ways. Let's see if you can give it a little jump.
T-Rex, known for
athletics.
Yeah, known for their hops.
Yeah. That's a 14.
Yeah.
Not my best roll in the world.
You know, she's
real good.
She
strength.
is. I did say she was distracted, and yeah, sure, it hits.
Great.
Or yeah, you can reach now. Roll to hit.
All right. Let's try this. That was a natural 20.
Chomp.
For a total of 30, by the way.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay, let's see. So that's the bite attack. That's 4d12.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing the max damage home rule?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's how we do it.
So that's it's an automatic 48.
Uh-huh.
Plus 48 plus 16. That is 64 plus 7 is 71 piercing damage.
Ow.
So when you try to bite out the gem,
yeah,
do you touch the gem?
I assume it touches my tongue.
Yeah. I need... Oh, this is so good. I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, no, T-Rex! Yes!
I got a -4 to intelligence.
Nice.
That, I rolled a 14, so that's a 10.
Incredible. That is a failure for the Cradle Stone. The Cradle Stone's DC for touching it. You and you alone suffer the effects of synaptic static. So this is going to be 8d6 psychic damage.
Great.
You very much can. Oh, you don't have an intelligence score of 2 or lower, do you?
Oh my god, my intelligence score is 2.
There is a psychic bomb that goes off in your mouth. But you don't have the intellect to be affected by it. It tastes a little funny. The Cradle Stone is still within her because she's not dead. However,
how is she not dead?
Well, she might have very slight amounts of health left.
I technically have multi-attack, but I can't make the tail attack against the same target that I make the bite attack with. So I'm just gonna slam my tail uselessly on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's
Beautiful.
that's my turn.
I am not going to be the one to kill the big bad. Ham, it's your turn.
Great.
I'm skipping Volstock.
You know what? I had a quick question, just because it's a barbarians. Can you enter another rage within a rage?
No. Single rage at a time.
Dang. Okay, well, we're just gonna keep whacking her. Okay, quick question. Is her head still in the jaws of the T-Rex?
She's too big for me to
No.
grapple with my jaws. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
A lot of flesh got ripped off,
Okay.
but the stone stays embedded. Sorry, Susan.
All right. I am going to. Can I somehow climb the T-Rex
Yeah, I don't give a
still?
shit. Yes,
Okay.
in this.
Great. I'm just gonna hit her with my great axe again.
100%. Hell,
All right.
Volstock will pick you up and drop you onto it.
Awesome. That's even better. As I'm falling off down, that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. Kill her.
Okay.
finish her.
As I raise my axe, I say, "I am your god." And that is a total of 17 damage from the
No,
great
I am
axe.
your god. No, I am your god. No, I am your god.
The axe splits the head in half. The work that you and Tammy have been doing on it, lumberjacking away at it, but finally this hit splits.
Timber.
It's a lot of nasty. But also the cradle stone, this enormous grapefruit sized? Yeah, grapefruit sized stone falls to the ground, and there is a thunderous boom. None of you take damage, but it is as if someone went up to like a bass drum and just beat the hell out of it. Just as it hits the ground. That at first, the rest of you aren't quite sure if it was the stone hitting the ground that split the head or your now very bloody friend. That it echoes around. Volstock himself lowers, the winds around him fading. Well, shit. Yeah, fucking did it.
Told ya. Twice. You killed her twice.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting them. Oh. Oh, your friends. I'm really sorry. That's not gonna...
As he's saying this, Mac's just gonna kind of push by Volstock and run for the count and immediately cast Revivify.
Yeah, you go down and you like unceremoniously pull him up by his little golden locks.
No, I'll be a little more gentle than that.
You
I'm getting paid for this.
undo him from his tethers, lay him down ceremoniously.
You cut the tethers off, he slides down the rest of the face first.
And you cast Revivify, pleading for his soul to be returned to his body. After a moment, he twitches. An eye opens. It blinks. What the... Oh, I've had the worst dream.
The T-Rex has come over and is starting to like try to sniff. Like,
Can someone please get Finny away for just a second? Can we just please?
Big Ham is going to go, "Come here, Finny. Let's go."
What?
It's okay. It's okay.
You're the carriage man.
Gareth, it's okay. Just why don't you close your eyes and try to get some sleep. And when you wake up, we're gonna be back.
He instantly passes out, very much agreeing with you.
while Ham is like, I assume, scratching T-Rex Phineas under the chin as he like rolls on the ground. He's just wait a minute. That's thanks, Ham. That's I don't know.
Scratching Phineas.
No, I'm good now. I don't know how that works every time, but it does.
Hey, 4 times out of 5. So
that's true. There was that unfortunate time, but we don't need to talk about that.
You see Volstock go over to the cradle stone, and he just kneels before it, and
hey Mac, can I make
looks
some
up
Can I make a quick religion check about something?
Sure.
As I'm trying to put
away.
2 and 2 together here. Talos is the god of storms.
Mm-hmm.
The goat god we met earlier was referred to as the Lord of Hooves and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a religion check to see if I think they're the same god?
Oh, incredible. Yeah, roll me that religion check.
That's a 27.
Ooh.
This thought, as the first smart thought re-entering your head after being a Tyrannosaurus. There's a potential.
Okay.
You see Volstock deep in prayer. He is, as he is saying these words, the stones around glow again, and seem to be pulsing slightly. Eventually, there is a release. He gets to, he's standing up on his legs, and he's standing up and like thrust his maul into the air, and there is just a single bolt of lightning that comes and strikes the stone, bounces and arcs around through all the other stones, and you all like duck, get out of the way. And there's just a constant shaking, reverberation of thunder, of noise, of sound before it all crackles away. And Volstock is gone. The cradle stone is gone. The corpses dangling on the edges of these stones, everything is gone. And sunlight breaks through. You look up and see that the fog above you is starting to dissipate. That uneasy, unnatural fog that Kaela had first noticed, being replaced with something more natural, more appropriate. As you sense, with the young count slung over your shoulder, returning him back to his business, the balance, whatever had become unbalanced in the area around Tempest Cradle, is fixed and solved once more.
Before we take the princeling to his final destination, I am going to tell the group I think we should go back to the town first and let the villagers know what happened and let them know that the danger should have passed. Yeah. Also, before we get to that stretch where the goat was, I'm going to cast Sending to the goat. My last 3rd level spell slot of the day.
Sure.
And I will just say, Lord of Hooves and Thunder, we have cleared the enemies from the mountaintop. The Cradle Stone was taken by a Talos worshiper. That you?
That you?
That you?
You hear a response. Not the same stoic goat voice entity that you were aware of before. This one's familiar. Well, you really do like to hear yourself speak, don't you? We'll be able to take it from here. Thank you again so much. Really do appreciate it.
As soon as the sending ends, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, that. Sorry, I lost my cool there for a moment.
So, was it the goat?
I don't know if the goat and Talos are the same. I still think that's a possibility. But the goat and Storm Fury are the same person.
See, I told you it could have taken him.
And if the goat and the god are the same, I'm gonna take him. Actually, I can't sleep. That's right. Never thought I would miss naps so much.
All right. Well, who wants to run down the mountain with me? Let's see who gets down the first. All right. 1.
I'm staying in the park.
2.
I'm still an elemental, so I'm gonna beat you.
3.
Got it!
And
I
go.
spy with my little eyes something gray.
And with the shenanigans returning to this group once more, you do successfully return Gareth Toll down the mountainside, back on the path to completing his task. You are eventually paid, but somehow the gold that you get doesn't quite put you at ease as much as the thanks that you get from the community at Pike. That old woman, Edith, who had been holding on to hope for so long, bursts out in tears at seeing your arrival. The town throws the biggest to-do that they can.
Aww.
And the region is happy. Which at the end of the day is what any adventuring party wants. Right?
Sam walks into town covered in dragon blood.
Yep.
Yeah. There are a few hiccups. And with that, we are going to wrap up this mini series. Thank you again so much, A, for playing, everyone for listening and watching, helping us tell this story. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you all did too. If you did, like, subscribe, ring that bell on YouTube. Keep an eye out. We are going to be posting season 2 of the Rollers Guild quite soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Keep you on your toes. But with that, our story is told. We have dove in. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Bye.